Opening day, baby. And you can see we have one extra over this way box because Mr. Shawn Hendrickson, who is firing up his computer, had a dead battery this morning. So he'll be joining me any second here. Guys, I'm so excited. It is 3:02 a.m. over here on the West Coast. Let me know where you're watching from. Keith, I see you. Kyle DeVille, I see you. James, Rojo Cube, Chuck Oak, Mark Pelk, James. Man, we have a full room because, and we also, John, I'm going to mispronounce the last name, The Bout. I am so excited for opening day here. And no Mookie, no Freddie for the Dodgers. That means that we have a fairly level playing field here, y'all. And just in case you missed the news, we're going to go over this while we're waiting for, and hey, there he is. There's the man. It's Shawn Hendrickson. Oh, and Shawn, as usual, with the mic issues. So as he figures that out, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go over some of the 40-man roster moves that were made. We'll go over lineups. Shawn, just keep on trying. If you don't hear me respond to you, then that means I can't hear you, brother. Let's go ahead and share my screen here, and we're going to go over, in case you missed it, the 40-man roster was indeed set right before I went to bed. So I don't know if you guys stayed up for it. If you did, good for you. That means you're probably working on less than 4 hours of sleep. We have right here, as we are sharing the screen, here is your 26-man roster. As you might expect, a lot of pitchers. The taxi squad, let's talk about that really quick. The taxi squad, it is Matthew Boyd, it is Jamison Tyone, and Daniel Palencia, and Brad Keller. That is your taxi squad. Now, Brad Keller is not on the 40-man roster. So that is important to know because he's on the taxi squad. If he is needed at all in the next 2 games, they would have to add him to the 40-man roster, which means they would have to do another retroactive move. Keegan Thompson was DFA'd in replacement of Matt Shaw joining today. So that's the only move that was made. Matt Shaw being out of the 40-man roster, Keegan Thompson DFA'd, lots of pitchers, and then your catcher situation, Miguel Amaya, Carson Kelly. Now also on the taxi squad is Reese McGuire. So that means, once again, if either of these catchers goes down and you need that backup, then another 40-man roster move is going to have to be made. So ideally, I'm sure the Cubs brass does not want to include Brad Keller or Reese McGuire, leave town with 2 wins, and call it good. So we'll see what happens there. But infielders, Don Birdie, Vidal Brujan, Michael Busch, Nico Horner, of course, on the inactive list for this, Matt Shaw, Dansby Swanson, Justin Turner, and Gage Workman. You got Pete Armstrong, Ian Happ, Suzuki, and Kyle Tucker in the outfield. And your lineups, take a look. I got it up here for you. I'll zoom in just to make it easier for you. Well, actually, that doesn't work. So let's back it up. Dodgers, Ohtani, Edman, Hernandez. Looks a lot less scary, the top 3, without Mookie and Freddie, huh? Then you got Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, Michael Conforto, Miguel Rojas, and Andy Pajes. For the Cubs, Happ, Suzuki, Tucker, pretty much what you've been seeing for these 2 exhibition games. Busch, Shaw batting 5th in his debut, Dansby Swanson, Pete Armstrong, Miguel Amaya, and John birdie rounds it out, and that is where I'm going to bring in Shawn. Hopefully, we got some audio, Shawn.
You got me? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, there you are,
There
brother.
we go. There we go. Woo, sweating for a
we're,
second there.
we're doing this thing, dude.
Let's go.
Hey, listen, it's a good omen when you have a busted car battery on opening day. It means there's a customer on the way.
I'll take that because I was like, dude, as soon as I got in the car, I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. There's no way in the world. And my wife, she used it yesterday, and the key is literally just stay turned. I was like, I think you set me up for this. I don't think you wanted me going out doing this. So,
Oh man, hey, as we flash some of the fans and their comments up here, I just want to know, did you get done sweating bullets about Matt Shaw getting added to the 26-man roster?
there was nothing more relieving because you text me around like 10:15, like, all right, dude, get to sleep. 10:15 my time. You're like, all
Yeah.
right, go ahead and get some sleep because it's currently 6:07 my time right now on the East Coast. And I was like, yep, I'm gonna stay up and watch a show with my wife because she is gonna be like, yeah, where's my time? And then all of a sudden, I got the text message going upstairs. Bruce Levine sent out the message, saw Taylor McGregor in her post, and I was like, all right, he's on the 40 man. That means he's probably playing. So I was super stoked to see that.
Hey, just got to give some love to everyone across not only the U.S. but the world watching right now. Vegas, Florida, Louisiana, Ohio, Albuquerque. We got someone from London. Danny, what's up? Thank you for joining. What is she wearing? Says James. Already, we're not even at first pitch yet. We're already talking about what Taylor McGregor is wearing.
Man,
listen, we got 32 people in the room, which is awesome. We got just the fact that you guys are up for this, awake, is exciting. Let's just do some quick predictions here, Shawn. So first of all, and like no explanation because we're 2 minutes away from first pitch and I want to be zoned in. So just first thing that comes to mind, wins for the year. What's the number? I did not prep Shawn for this, by the way.
No, not at all. This is totally cold turkey. I'm going to go with the OG statement that Craig Counsell gave us at the end of the season presser, and we're going to go with 90 wins. And I think if we get 90, we're in. I think 90 is enough. We're going to steal a few wins from the Brewers, and it'll be just enough to win that division at 90.
Showed Imanaga with the headband getting on the mound. I'm getting excited. Good morning, Blake Cowell. What's up, brother? I'm gonna be bold and use my heart on this one. Usually I'm very much like a head person. I'm going 93, Shawn. I'm going 93.
I like it, man.
And the reason is because I did a video, must have been 2 weeks ago now, where I said, if it took 93 last year and we didn't expect the Brewers to win 93, then it's going to take 93 this year. So 93, let's do this thing. What do you guys got? Let me know in the comments how many wins you got for the Cubs. Now my head says 86, 87, to be completely honest, 86 to 88, I would say, but my heart is going for 93, Shawn.
I wouldn't disagree with you on that, except for the fact of just like, I don't believe we're going to get a multiple season of PCA for 2/3 and Miguel Amaya and Yan Gomes. And I think if we get literally just any semblance close to what Tucker gave last year in half the season, like that's an easy 3 to 5 wins. So I think you're at the ceiling. You're on the floor. You're at the highest point of the floor right there at that point when you say 86 wins.
Yeah. So. The only thing, and I'll tell you what, there's just so many questions on the puzzle for this bullpen. That's the only thing that I think holds me back from thinking that they're going to get off to a hot start, is trying to figure this out. Okay, let's sync it up here, guys. Let's sync it up. I am looking right now at Marquee. Ohtani is kind of. Are you watching Marquee? Where are you watching? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm assuming most people are watching Marquee. There's some dude talking on a mic. I don't know who he is.
He just bowed his head and he's walking away.
Yep. Okay. So we're about synced up. Yep.
Ohtani's practicing now.
As soon as first pitch hits that glove, I'm gonna let you guys
All
know
right.
so you can sync up with us.
I like
Here
that.
we
I like
go.
that. I like
We go
that.
now. First pitch fastball. Is Ohtani swinging? What do you think? Is he swinging first pitch if it's a fastball?
No, he's watching. He's
He's
watching
watching.
all day.
Okay.
Oh
Here
yeah.
we go. Here we go.
All right. Let me know when you get hit when the ball hits glove.
And the ball just hit the glove. Strike one, baby.
I think I'm literally like a split
Same.
second right on time with you here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
The
baby. Let's
season
go.
has started.
Let's go.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous.
I'm not. I'm just more amped up right now. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was a little wild.
I think Shota's amped up.
Yeah, you can't imagine.
That's fine.
This is hometown for him, and
Oh, look at
you
that. He's
know,
throwing He threw slider on pitch number 2 of the year.
just letting him know what's up right now is what he's doing. You ain't getting nothing easy, Shohei.
Ground ball. Let's go. Oh, turn around. Michael Bush.
Let's go.
I think
Poor
Birdie
guy
threw
almost
that
got
ball
turned
before
up.
Bush was even looking at him. Oh my gosh. Take a look at this lineup, man. Like it's not nearly as scary when you don't have Mookie and Freddie in it. I mean, it's a completely different lineup.
I thought that. I'm looking at this and I'm going, dude, like Tommy Edman is our number 2 guy that we're facing. Like, all right.
He's dangerous
Sounds
from the
good to
right
me,
side.
like
He got Shota 2 times in LA last year. I was at that game, and those were his first 2 home runs of the season. And I'm like, what's going on right now? Like, why is Tommy Edman hitting 2 home runs in one game, his first 2 home runs of the year? And it turns out like he's a legit slugger from the right side. I'm gonna bring up the numbers.
what a
actually.
beautiful pitch. See that changeup? Was that a splitter?
Yeah, it's a splitter.
That's a splitter.
It's so good. Baseball Reference, Tommy Edman.
So while you're looking at some of that, and we're seeing Tommy Edman, a little pop up into the infield, Bush yelling everybody away, like it. So let's see. We got looking to see what we can do here. I don't know if I can pop comments up there, but I got Anthony Baez saying 93 and 69 wins. James Colstock dropping 84 wins with 4 oblique injuries.
Yeah.
See if I can see anybody else. Charles W says we're already 26 outs away now. 25 now, Charles. Let's go.
All right, really quickly, for his career, Tommy Edman batting right-handed is a 506 slug. Yeah. He's elite from the right-handed side, dude.
Pretty good.
In his career, he has 1/3 of the plate appearances left-handed versus right-handed, so 650 left-handed, over 1,900 right-handed versus right-handed pitching. Sorry, 27 home runs versus 32 home runs. 27 as a righty versus 32 as a lefty in 1/3 of the plate appearances.
Jeez.
Yeah. Let's go.
Nice K. Let's go, baby. Nice 3-up, 3-down inning. Strong way to start this.
Let's freaking go. And
all right, so with the way they've been stretched out, do you think he goes at least 4 here if he's pitching like this?
Well, if he's pitching like this, I wouldn't put it past him to go 5. But if he's got a couple runners on each inning, if he gives up 2 runs in the first 4 innings, I think he's out after 3 or 4. Because we know for sure that Steele is starting tomorrow, or have they not made that announcement? We do.
No, I think they said they gave him the bump, and I think it was a couple weeks ago, right after they told Shota. I think they already announced that Steele's that guy. And I would just say that looking at the 26-man roster too, like knowing that Boyd and Taillon are the taxi guys, but Steele is on the active, like I would just automatically assume that too if they didn't make an announcement.
Yeah, one surprise that I want to talk about before I do, I want to say hi to Ann. She's in the comments. Want to say hi to Hector, Charles. A bunch of you are jumping in. Do us a favor. Share the link to this on Twitter, on whatever social media you're watching from. We would love to have more people in the room and getting your guys' thoughts too. But Jordan Wicks making the 26-man. I thought that was interesting. So it was really going to be between Wicks, Palencia, and Brad Keller. That was like, hey, who's going to be on the 26 man. 2 of those guys are going to probably go to the what's it called, to the 40 man, or just to the taxi squad. Thank you. My outside shot was Tyson Miller going to the taxi squad just because of how bad he's looked. But I was kind of surprised it was Jordan Wicks. I thought, I guess it's not a surprise per se, but it's just like no matter who would have been picked, I guess I would have been surprised.
Let's see what Ian Happ's got here. Our leadoff guy.
Oh, look at that. We got pitch com issues already.
Already got issues. Striker saying Kyle Tucker can get a first pitch bomb. Okay, I'll take that. Ball 1.
He's like, I don't care. It's like we're you should have figured that. That's the thing, man. Like, can we not figure this out a little bit quicker before a first pitch?
Right. Yeah, well, and
I think they're still giving it to him. What are we doing here? This PitchCom, man, is just figured out. There needs to be a better process.
I would say you weren't wearing your hat the whole time. You weren't, I know you were warming up, but you didn't like even test it out to see if it was ready to go. I get it if you were like, game, you were mid-season, oh, we forgot to check the batteries last night. This is game 1.
This is game 1, yeah.
Like, first pitch. Not even throwing a pitch, we already got a ball on the table. Wonder how many times we're going to see that this year.
Yeah. And Boog and JD have said it multiple times. Like, usually it's just a battery issue. All right, the 1-0.
That's a 2-0 is a great start when you're.
Striker says Kyle Tucker first pitch bomb. Okay, calling it. I said Tucker and Shaw today, home runs.
3-0, baby.
3-0.
See that fastball. He's not throwing no curveball, so no sliders here. It's a fastball pick count. He doesn't want to get Ian Happ on.
Yeah, he was taking all the way.
97 in the heart.
Whew. All right.
He moves really fast.
Prediction, real quick, bold predictions from the audience. Let me know, who do you think is going to hit a home run today for the Cubs? Oh, gave that to him? Gave that to him?
Can we do it now? Can we do it now? No?
Yeah, I know. Let's just add it in now.
Got some fun trivia for everybody regarding the first leadoff guy here.
Yes, we do.
I like that.
Okay.
Good. There we go.
Should I throw it up there, Shawn? Do we want to do it already?
Yeah, let's throw it out there. Since the leadoff guy's on, let's see what people got here.
We got some trivia for y'all. We're gonna do a couple trivia questions throughout the 9 innings today. Stick around too, because we might even invite some of you up on stage. We'll see. How many season leadoff home runs have the Cubs hit since 2000? So we're talking about to start the season, first batter of the year since 2000. Ooh, Seiya swinging. I'll tell you really quick. I will say Seiya looked more aggressive in spring training, so I'm interested to see if he carries that over to the season.
There we go.
Put your answer in the comments. How many leadoff home runs to start the season for the Cubs since 2000?
That means the leadoff guy, only the leadoff guy in the opening game have hit a home run for the Cubs since 2000.
And says 25.
If only.
Okay.
Little bloop?
No. Hector guesses 1, Hap versus Marlins. This was supposed to be live on YouTube, and they're showing warming up before the game.
We broke that. He snapped that bat. Jeez.
Yeah. By the way, going back to my other question, give a couple shout outs. PCA is going to have a big game from Charles. Chai Toon says PCA and says Suzuki will hit a home run. Anthony Baez, PCA home run. And Shaw. Kyle says Seiya. And Benjamin says Seiya and Shaw. Charles guesses 2 home runs. Oh, 2 home runs to start the season for the Cubs since 2000. All right. So we got 1, we got 2. Redneck Outdoorsman says 5. Big guess with the 5. Hey, David Schmitz, what's up, man? Good friend of the Stanley family.
Hector throws it out there and says, like, 1 versus happened in the Marlins. He throws it all out there.
Yeah. That's the only one until you told me, that was the only one I could remember. All
The other
right,
one's surprising.
let's watch this Tucker at bat, though, and then we'll give the answer.
Go.
Oh.
That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch for him.
It was a good point about
this is
Tucker.
why we got him here.
There was a good point about Tucker on the compound with Ian Happ. I'll share it after this at bat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I'll take that. Get him across. Not exactly what we wanted, but we'll get him across. We're gonna see Matt Shaw here, RBI double here.
Well, it's Bush and then Shaw. Yeah.
We're going for two-run home run then. My bad.
Setup man crew member Rich Biesterfeld here in the house. Rich,
Morning,
it's
Good to see you,
3:20
sir.
a.m. for you too. Good job, man. Good job over in Arizona.
Come on. I really have high lofty expectations for Bush to take a big step forward.
I think the big reason that you saw him have a good spring is that bat speed looks better this year. I'm going to look it up on Baseball Savant really quick because it was not good last year.
He's confident, more confident. Oh, now swung at a low splitter, very low.
His bat speed was in the 24th percentile last year. Oh, look at that. I love that view. I hope they can do that during the season. Cool. I don't think they're going to, though. 24th percentile last year. It'll be interesting to see once we get like halfway through the season where that stands. Come on, put a run on the board.
Let's say throw another one. I throw another one down in the dirt if I was Yamamoto.
Are you still not nervous? I'm nervous. I'm still nervous.
I'll probably get nervous if we go down a run or two in the second or third. I think that's when I'm like, oh man, come on. I don't know how I want to start this. I'm just happy to see someone on base in the first inning.
Come on, drop in.
He got under it.
He barreled that a little bit more than I thought. I thought he got that
inside of the bat.
Okay, so going back to our trivia question, how many season leadoff home runs have the Cubs hit since 2000? And the answer, after a few people guess 3, 5, 2, 1. What do we got here, Shawn?
2.
I can think of Ian Happ. I can think of Ian Happ. I think we all can think of that one. Who's the other?
The other one was Wilson Contreras, the very short stint. He came up and he started leadoff. I think it was like, I have to go back and look now. I want to say it was like 2017 or 2018. It was that short stint where he just did the leadoff thing for like a couple of weeks.
I do not remember that at all.
One of the first times he led off, he hit a home run.
Oh my gosh. I do not remember that at all. I remember the Kyle Schwarber experiment at leadoff.
Surprisingly, he never did it.
Wow. Was Haps 2018 or 2019?
I thought he was 2019.
Okay.
I could be wrong. No, I did not look that part up, but
I
thought he was 2019.
That was also during the kind of like World Series hangover then. If it was like 17 or 18, I got to be honest. I mean, I don't know about you, Shawn. I remember 2017. To me, it was like not just as a fan, but the team seemed like it was kind of hungover from the World Series. I just remember like them being near 500 at one point of the season. I was just like, yeah, whatever. We won our World Series.
Kathy says it was 17.
17.
Thank you, Kathy, for that.
Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. Someone better get a bucket of chicken for Tucker. Okay, so this was a good point. I love that. I love that.
Oh, that's great, James.
If you guys haven't watched the compound from the other day, Ian Happ's podcast, he's talking a lot about Japan, a lot about spring training. He said, a lot of these guys that are starters that know they have their positions, as Shota starts as a ball outside. Ian Happ made a really good point. He's like, listen, I'm facing Logan Gilbert, and I've got the scouting report on him, but I've never seen him before. And then first at bat, I see him, I walk. He's like, so I'm ramping up for that second at bat. And then they're calling in some random guy that I have no scouting report for. And I've got like less than 2 minutes to go look at a scouting report and try to figure out what he's got. And then if it says that 2% of the time he throws the cutter, well, that ends up being like the one pitch that he's working on in spring training. He throws it 3 times in a row. He's like, so the scouting reports that you basically have to throw them out the window during spring training. And for that reason, a guy like Tucker, who he didn't say this, but he kind of like alluded to it. Seems that Tucker is a big time researcher, big time prepper. You know, that could hurt a guy like that, not having 3 or 4 at bats in a row from a guy. Ooh, close pitch. Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was really interesting.
That's, I like, I sent this to our group chat yesterday. Give me that. Oh, I thought he was going to get that one. Will Smith's a great hitter, man. I like Will Smith. Yeah. I really hate that he signed a really long extension with the Dodgers. But I was listening to a clip from CHGO last night, and they had Zobrist on, and they posted it yesterday afternoon. And even Zobrist was kind of like, he's like, guys, like, the reason we can't take a lot of the spring training stuff as serious and is because, one, it's always revolving, it's always new guys. But then he's like, this Japan series, as fun as it is for the fans, and Cubs fans would get the season started early. He's like, man, can you like that when you're a ball player who's used to coming in and year out, and you're ramping up for 4, 5, 6 weeks before opening day, but then you got to come in, you got to go, oh man, I gotta get ready in 3 weeks because we start throwing real games, real live stuff. He's like, it just really throws the flow and momentum and rhythm off for a lot of guys. Then you're going to come back for a week and go, hey, what do we do now?
Yeah.
So
he also talked about, and this was a little bit concerning for me. I don't know, by the way, just in case you guys are jumping on right now, just to sync up, I just saw the second pitch of the Max Muncy at bat, a slider, go outside. Where just are you outside. At, Shawn?
Same thing. So I'm looking at Shota right now, and he is looking first, just throws it in the dirt. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, we're on the same page here. So try to sync up with us. We just saw the 2-1 pitch. Another thing that he said that I thought was interesting, and we really won't know how Kyle Tucker responds to this for, I would give it at least 2 months. He was always kind of like in the shadows of guys in Houston. There we go.
We'll take that straight call. Oof.
Thank you for giving that one.
He's going this right now.
Yeah. It's a makeup for the miss called third strike. Here's the 2.
Get this K. Come on.
Call it. God.
All right. All right. ESPN is ahead of us, Jim says.
Well, sorry, Jim.
Benjamin, have fun, dude. Don't be safe getting to work. Thanks for joining us this morning already, brother.
Yes, thank you, Benjamin. Yeah, but anyway, I thought that was interesting about Kyle Tucker. He really never has been the guy, so it'll be interesting to see if he puts any unnecessary added pressure on himself.
Redneck, they are not using the ABS system in the live MLB season. They were testing it out because they've had it in the minors the last couple of years. This is more like they're trying it out in spring training to see if it's even feasible to do, to see if they can get on it. And I think they'll make that decision. Probably they can do it next year. I think it'll probably more be of a CBA decision at the end of next season. That's my opinion.
Is Rafael Lopez ahead of us, or is he making a prediction here? Easy double play
Rafael,
on
yeah. I hope you're ahead of us.
I hope you're ahead of us.
Moment, Rafael. Hope you're ahead of us at this moment.
I just don't see Max Muncy grounding out. He doesn't do that very often.
Not very often.
God dang.
He walks.
Back-to-back walks? Did Shota do that?
Pitch on a strike call.
Did Shota do that even once last year? Back-to-back walks?
Not very often, no. Kathy asks, what's the ABS system? It's the automatic ball strike system. So the way they've tested it in the minors and the way they've tested it in spring training is that a team gets at least 2 opportunities to challenge a called pitch. And so they do that with like a little hand gesture. You'll see me do this a lot probably when the pitch is close and the umpire will stop. And drive to left
No,
field, foul
it's
ball.
foul. It's foul.
Jeez, it's a good rip. But that's what that is, Kathy. They'll challenge it. They'll look at it. They'll use the actual box that they're doing. They adjusted the box that we see on our screens, and so it should be more relative to the player's height. Now that they're watching stuff, and we should see significant differences in guys who are like Jose Altuve's 5'10", 5'11", and someone like Aaron Judge. We should see a significant size difference in the boxes on screens now, at least noticeable. But they haven't implemented it to be in the regular season.
So Shota, by the way, is thrown.
Yes, Kathy, like replay. I know we've seen it a few times with the Cubs players. It only took like 10, 15 seconds, Kyle, for them to review, make a decision, and overturn or not overturn.
Yeah. Like
it's really quick. It's really
seconds,
simple.
Yeah. Raphael says, "We love you in Puerto Rico, Kike, but not today."
I think that's what I really like about baseball, man. Baseball is a world-renowned sport, man. Like, you look at the NBA, you got some guys who are European, the European guys come over. Soccer is obviously nothing but international. Football is really, really domestic. Like, baseball, man, you could get a star player from every country. Love it. Great pitch there. Great pitch there.
It'll be interesting to see how this game develops, but on 28 pitches, Shota's already thrown 3 sweepers. There's games last year where he didn't even throw 3 sweepers in an entire game. I think they've all been to lefties so far.
I think we're going to see more long balls out of Shota this year. I mean, it's just kind of been his MO in general. Wrigley played to his favor, but I also don't think he's going to have the inflated ERA. Like, he doesn't walk guys a whole lot in general, but I think with his extra repertoire, we're still going to see a very, very decent, strong Shota Imanaga. Might give up a few more long balls, but it won't be as they won't be as damaged.
So, Shawn, off the top of your head, do you know what Shota's home road split was last year for ERA?
ERA?
Yeah. Don't look it up.
Hands are here.
Another sweeper. That was another sweeper, by the way.
I've got my MLB game right here, and I've got us right here. So I want to say it was sub 3, like it was like a 2.29 a home games, but it was like 329, 327. I feel like it's an odd number when it was away. I'll take that too.
There we go.
Hey, Shaw sighting. Let's go, baby.
So this shocked me, and I have a thought behind all this. In 13 games.
Look at that, 3.291.
Wait, what's that?
That was overall. That's overall.
Yeah.
So I was actually wrong. It was lower at home.
So at home, 272. On the road, 314.
Oh man, I was after now just thinking about my first my first answer, he should have been at like a 301 if I answered that correctly. 2.9 to 3.29. Jeez.
So my thought here, 16 games at home, 13 on the road, 29 games overall. But there we go.
There we go, baby. Let's go. That's an easy can of corn. Let's go. Tell him, Ian. Get him out of the way.
That's a great.
I'll take that. Way to get out of that.
Let's go. So here's my thought on all that as we go to break here. I think Shota did not benefit from the wind conditions at Wrigley. I think he played to the wind conditions at Wrigley. I think he is smart enough to know that, that would have been a home run had the wind not been blowing in, but the wind was blowing in, and that's why I want these guys trying to swing for the fences. So do I still think he's going to give up more home runs? Yeah, I 100% do. How many did he give
Yeah.
up this last year? He gave up 22, 27 home runs this last year. So could that go over 30? I think it could.
Should.
Let me see. On the road, but it was very even. Home, 14 home runs. Away, 13 home runs. So I think he knows how to pitch to the conditions and to take advantage of what's going on inside the batters' heads. So for that reason, like I talked to Zombro about it too when I had him on. Were you on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not. Yeah, it was Zombro. Was yes.
Yeah. Well, remember he was like, no, Shota's going to have a
He's got
repeat season.
stuff.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he is convinced that Shota is not going to have regression, where a lot of the experts are saying that he's going to. So
And that was again that was my opinion of it. It was like, man, like he after because I think you posted a video talking about his home and away splits, and it was like, oh man, he was really good no matter where he played. So I'm like, I know, his first year maybe expected to like be very good because he was highly touted, but when you're starting to hear like he only used 2 or 3 pitches and he's getting a whole arsenal like you Darvish, I'm like, you could try to figure him out, but he's probably gonna throw things that you've never seen this year,
yep.
which to me is like I just don't see him having a high. I don't see him having anything higher than a mid threes ERA. I still think it'd be very low threes at the worst. All right,
I'm so
lock
excited
in
for this
rookie.
stat. Let's go. Matt Shaw says Mary. Oh man,
Oh, that's a good bender. Oh my
that's
goodness,
dirty.
you don't see
That
that very often.
okay. Go to battle, man.
I agree with you, Kyle DeVille.
Okay.
Kyle says Shota's in his 30s. There's probably
Yeah.
this good thought that he's past the sophomore regression stage in his career.
The only pitch that seems to have a hole for Matt Shaw so far is that high fastball.
I feel like a lot of rookies struggle with that.
Ooh. Was that
I mean,
was that
PCA
the
did last year
split? Was
too.
that the split at 93, Sean?
I think it is, man.
That was dirty.
Hey, look, we're gonna see Roki do it tomorrow. Roki's it's nastier than his, dude. I mean, I told you a couple weeks ago, Alex and I accidentally clicked on it because we were trying to see if we could actually show a game on
Mm.
on our streaming, and it was like we accidentally clicked him like whiffing Ellie De La Cruz in the Cincinnati Reds, and it looked really bad. Turned out to be an ESPN highlight later. Or
There we go.
MLB highlight. There it is, baby. Oh, they played to it. Shoot. They played to it. That was a good rip.
Yeah.
One of those show us how it came off the bat.
Let's go to baseball savant. Let's see here. Exit velocities. We go batters. Ooh.
I need a big year from Swanson, man.
We all do, don't we?
I just like I'll even take kind of what we got last year. I just want to see it year round. I don't
Yeah.
want to see like a 215 average the first third of the season. Then you got to hit like 280 to get it up to 250.
Yeah.
Kathy asked a good question. Do the Cubs lose the extra year before arbitration
There we
with
go.
Matt
That's a
Shaw?
basic.
There's a gapper, baby. Let's go. Right in the hole. Like they did with Matt Shaw, Kathy says. So yeah, Kathy, yes, that is going to be accurate. We're only going to get like the 5 years of Shaw if he continues to stay up this whole season. Which I made this argument about a week ago on Kyle's show, where I learned that even if we did the whole delay thing and we manipulated his service time, if we got up there and my PCA's up, I'll hold that thought, Kathy. Sorry.
Mm.
He's just an exciting player to watch.
Hey, to answer your question really quick, Shaw's exit velocity was only 80.5 on that one, so probably got it in on the handle a little bit.
On the handle, yeah. It looked good coming off the bat, but I mean, I guess Any line drive I'm getting excited about for Shaw.
Oof,
Big
man,
dogs in the house.
he's right on that. What's up, Justin?
Charles Dubs,
Bunt home run coming.
James
Yeah.
Colstock, lead off the kid already.
It's going to take a while for him to earn that.
Yeah, James. So I made a prediction a couple weeks ago about Ian Happ, how he could get 30 home runs, but he's only going to get 30 home runs when PCA is in the leadoff position. Because I think he'll get more at bats and more better pitches to see not being in that leadoff hole that could probably play to his favor.
So,
especially if he's in base in front of him.
I'm going to bring this up, but little known fact about Ian Happ. Where do you think he has the best production numbers in what part of the batting lineup?
The 5
in
hole.
his career.
I think it's the 5 hole.
Oh, inside. Put your prediction or your guess in the comments. Where is Ian Happ's best production? We'll say from an OPS and slug standpoint. Which part of the lineup? Take a guess.
My guess is the 5 hole.
Not swing at that. Sean's the 5 hole. Let's see if we get any more guesses before I share this. Yeah, that's
Kathy. Kathy, I'm going to jump back to that comment. So yeah, we will lose the extra year of control. Even if we try to manipulate Shaw's service time,
drop.
It's in a big gap.
Let's go.
Get out there. Let's go, baby. It's a run. Let's go, Miggy and Maya. Let's go. Double, baby. Let's go. Man, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought that was off the end of the bat. He drove that one.
Oh, let's go, dude. Hey, look, he's bulked up, man. I think Rich told us that. He's really bulked up all the way around. Shout out to Rich. I believe you gave us that nugget of info looking at him in spring. But Kathy, if Shaw is in the top 2 of the Rookie of the Year voting, then he automatically gets a year no matter how long his service time was. So Paul Skeens last year came up early or mid-May, and because he won Rookie of the Year, Pirates lose that extra year of control too. So he's going to have the same amount of control that Shaw would have at this point if he sticks it out. All right, John. And bring him around too.
Oof. Tough to hit that. All right.
Yeah.
We got one guess. T. Tane. 5
Bailey
or 6.
Says 2 hole. Redneck says 4 hole.
Oh, there we go. Davis Bailey. Thank you. 4 hole. Okay. Redneck.
Redneck above him says 4.
Oof. Man, that's
T-Tane says 5 or 6.
Okay.
Kathy says first.
Kathy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes,
Pirates
Kyle.
Yeah.
Did they gain the draft pick, Kyle? I thought he had to be on the team from the very beginning. I thought the rule in the CBA is they had to be on the OPA roster.
Got to swing at that.
To start the season to get the draft pick compensation. Well, I don't think they received that comp pick.
I'm gonna let someone out there use the Google machine for that one. Yep. Maybe Shawn. Yep. All right. Ian Happ. From an OPS standpoint, from a production standpoint, has an OPS plus of 121, batting 5th. So there you go. Now he's in his career hit 3rd the most, and he was a league average hitter as a 3rd batter with an OPS plus of 100. OPS overall, actually not bad, 791, but an 885 OPS as a 5th hitter. Now, batting 9th, this is interesting. He has just a slightly lower OPS batting 9th. Now, I got to imagine, Shawn, that was probably back in year 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to see Ian Happ batting 9th.
No, but small sample size, maybe.
Yeah. So, but Ian Happ batting 1st, and this doesn't surprise me all that much, just given the fact that whenever Ian Happ's been asked about batting leadoff, he's not all that excited about it, Shawn. 768 OPS. and an OPS plus of only 94. He's a below average hitter as a leadoff hitter. So that still, to me, is a hole with the Cubs. You know, he walked to start the game this game, but like I don't think of Ian Happ very often like starting off with a line drive double. You know, like it's most of the time it's like he's going to steal a lot of pitches. That's great. He's going to either walk or he's going to just work the count to show pitches and still get out. So I would love to see a world where he ends up being able to go back to the number 5 hole. And if you think about that, if PCA does become a leadoff hitter, then you got Matt Shaw batting 6th, Ian Happ batting 5th. That does improve the lineup, man. But he's got to earn that. He's got to earn that.
I'm looking here. Someone got a comp pick. Oh, Seattle got a comp pick. So, yeah, Kyle, yeah, they have to be on the opening day roster. I just confirmed that. Google just says they do not get a PPI pick, which is it's basically picks 29, 30, and 31 through 32. The Seattle Mariners have a comp pick, and I'm trying to see what it was. If it was a Cy Young thing, it's not a Cy Young thing. I'm trying to see how they got that comp pick. We're talking about trading that comp pick this year in some of the proposals that have been out there. But yeah, for us to get the compensation pick, if Shaw wins Rookie of the Year, then we would get a comp pick as long as he stays up the entire year at this point. Same thing with Gage Workman. If Gage Workman pulled it off somehow, same thing for us too there.
No, wouldn't that be wild?
That would be like the biggest, like that one guy who put $1 down and won like 10, 15 grand, 20 grand off that, you know.
Hey-o.
Good pitch.
Hey-o. He's looking good. 41 pitches. If he can get out of this inning unscathed, he goes out for the 4th, right?
Yeah. Well, Stryker asked that question at the end of the last inning he pitched, and it was, you know, how many does he think he'll go? And I think he put 3. I think he'll finish 4, man. You know, he could be one of those like pitch 4 and a third like Tyon did in that last game series against the Giants 2 days ago. I wouldn't mind if he's dealing, man. I would not mind him going into the 5th. Just give me that dub.
Want to see it? Ooh, blows a 92-mile-an-hour fastball by Shohei.
Let's go, baby. So I'm not a vivid like online gambler at all, Kyle. But sometimes when you get lucky, you get lucky. And I had crowns for DraftKings. Won me it was like $1.89 worth foul ball. Let's see if we can get that sweeping strikeout here. But I won $1 and it turning into $30. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this plus 1,100 on the Cubs winning both days of the opening series. See if I can win me another $30 off that.
There you go. Let's get you some money.
I'm taking it, man. Give me that.
1-2.
Oh, high fastball.
It's just fun watching Shota pitch, man.
It is, man. I don't know what to get out of it. I don't know what to expect out of him.
There's the sweeper.
It's high,
yeah.
Oh, right to birdie though. We'll take it.
Oh yeah.
He lifted up though, man. That's a bad pitch to leave up.
Yeah, but got the out. I need to bring up something here. Where is it? I'm going to open up a new tab. I don't think... There's the curve.
Good bender.
First curveball. So
he's thrown 4 different pitches already.
What's that?
He's thrown 4 different pitches this series.
Yep. Low.
That was a little changeup or splitter.
Shota has now thrown 48 pitches, and that was his. Hey-oh. There you go, Matt.
Let's go, Shaw. Good footwork.
Oh, he doesn't have the arm for third base.
So we're averaging about 16 to 17 pitches an inning right now.
All right. Shota so far. I'm just looking at Baseball Savant.
Kyle
49
says they stretched him out to 60 to 65 last game, so he could be around that 70 to 75 mark today.
49 pitches. That was his first curveball. He's thrown one sinker, according to Baseball Savant, as well. So he's thrown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitches.
6 pitches. Okay, they
Yeah.
counted a sinker there. Okay.
Yeah. So compare that to. I wonder if I can find this fast.
What's your drink of choice this morning?
Mine. I can tell Sean's on caffeine.
Dude, hey, look, man, I was up at like 5:20 my time, and had to be quiet around the house because I didn't want to accidentally wake up my 3 or my 7-year-old or my 9-year-old wouldn't wake up, but my 3-year-old would. So then the car battery's dead. I was amped up. I was like, oh, let's just go, bro. Went to bed at like 1. It's like 4 hours of sleep. Let's go.
Oh jeez. You're still delirious.
Nah, bro. It's me.
All right, I'm looking this up because I'm very curious. I really am wondering if my theory is correct on this. Let's just take a random game. Let's take the last game against the Dodgers from Shota in 2024. 89 pitches. He threw. Okay, no, it's a little more even than I thought. Let me go back to. So they last year didn't have this correct, and they still don't have it correct this year too. They keep on saying the splitter and the changeup are different pitches, so that's the same pitch.
It's really close, yeah.
Well, I don't think he has a changeup. I think he only has
Chopper
a
up the middle.
There we go.
Oh, off his glove. Come on, Hap. Come on, Hap. Let's go. It's safe.
There we go.
Sorry about that loud noise, guys.
Don't be sorry.
Oh man, bro.
At least you're in your office. I'm in my house. My daughter's
it's true. You can't. Yeah.
Someone's got to be
This was
loud.
planned. This was planned. I'll take that knock, baby. Let's go.
Oh, look, Jed's in the house.
Let's go, Jed. Could use a Tucker bomb right now, bro.
Grade Jed. A plus, A minus, B plus. What do you guys got? Put it in the comments.
Off-season, you mean off-season moves?
Mm-hmm. Just this off-season, not overall, just this off-season.
Van Houston in the booth, James says.
Why don't I get that? Do you get that?
Isn't that who the other guy is? The third guy? Not with Alex. Not Alex, with the other guy.
JD's the other guy.
Oh, JD's the other guy.
I don't know what that means. Explain.
Jed's got a little audio issue too.
What do you guys got? What are you grading?
I don't feel so bad right now.
Sean, tell me, what are you grading Jed from this offseason?
I'm going to. So I would have said an A after the Tucker signing. I'm going to give it like a B to B plus, man. And here's my logic behind it. As Suzuki took ball 2 because I want to see him hit a bomb real fast. Sorry, love to see him hit a bomb in his hometown.
Oh, damn.
Chopper, run it out. He's going to beat that out though. All right, we'll take that. I can take that. So I give him like a B to B plus because, like, I'm A for effort, but B plus in getting it done. Like we made the move for Tucker. We've been yelling we need a star or someone to be a star for the last couple of years. He went and got the star. I'm super excited about it. In so much that somebody posted, like, do we think we lost a trade if Cam Smith starts Houston? I said, let's talk about it Memorial Day. Let's not throw him under the bus. I think it's just negligent on Houston's part to bring him up. But nonetheless, with Jed, like, we went and got Colin Ray. Colin Ray, in my mind, like, I get why you do it. Like, they tried to go get the guy in Luzardo. They talked about the guy for Minnesota. There was rumors about Castillo or another Seattle pitcher. They tried to go get Tanner Scott. But, like, my mind is going, okay, now we're talking about Lance Lynn. So, in my mind, what you're telling me is there might be something there that you're missing. And if that was really, really the case, why did you settle for Colin Ray and talking to Lance Lynn or Kyle Gibson and whatnot? Like Brad Keller makes sense. He's a minor league, minor league invite, spring training invite. But
Yep.
like, if you really felt like you were still missing that pitcher, and to the point where you're a week and a half to 2 weeks away from opening day and you're talking to Lance Lynn to be another depth piece, Lance
Mhm.
Lynn's not going to take a minor league deal. He's going to look for an MLB contract. Like, I just think you're telling me something that we all knew, but hey, I'd rather err on the side of caution and have more depth than that's not there. So,
Man, he was
it's going to be like a B only because of that.
okay. 55 minutes until first on air mention of war, says James. Well
There it
said.
is.
All right. I'm gonna wait till after the Tucker at bat.
3-2.
Oh, don't swing it.
Rolled over. He rolled over it. That stinks. Man. All right, Bush.
He took a splitter earlier in that at bat in a similar location, and to see him swing it down 3-2 must have been in swing mode.
Kyle makes a good point.
So I've got Jetted an A-, same as Kathy. Kyle DeVille also an A-. Where are you at, Kyle? Where'd that go? There it is. I'll explain why after the Bush at bat.
Kyle says, don't you have to grade him based on how he performed given the constraints ownership placed upon him? I would agree with that. But again, if you're going to go sign, we haven't done it officially, but let's just say you throw $2 or $3 million at Lance Lynn. You gave $5. You're going to give $5 to at least $5 for Colin Ray. It could be more if we accept his club option next year. Could be up to 10 for 2 years. Like, okay, 7-8 million. Could you just not throw in another 4, 5, 6? Go get at least a decent starter. Another. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching there, but
well, speaking of
I'll
reaching,
be happy if we I'll be happy if we go get Sandy Alcantara or somebody at the deadline.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I'll be happy to bump it to an A.
Don't.
Good take, Bush.
Yeah.
Good take.
MLB White Sox. I love that a White Sox fan keeps joining our broadcast. No, we are watching the marquee broadcast.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
He's just peppering that split.
Isn't that what isn't that the one guy did? Mbeksu did to us on Friday night, Saturday night? That really young kid on the Hassan Tigers. Hassan?
Yeah, that lefty split.
Yeah, the one who threw basically a perfect game against us.
Pretty much.
For 5 innings.
Made me feel a lot better that the same thing happened to the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Oh, man. We don't want to get the Dodgers bullpen. We have to take Yamamoto for at least 3 runs, says Rafael Lopez.
So, did you see their 26-day man roster? Like, so they did the same thing that we did. They have a lot of bullpen arms. Some of those guys I don't know. And
Really?
I don't know how they've done. Like, some I recognize, but I'm like, obviously Tanner Scott headlines that. But Dustin May is not on there.
Beat it out. Nope.
He's not getting that. Doggone it. Obviously, Gonsolin's hurt. Kershaw's not there. The other 2 starters that would start for him, they're on the taxi squad. So it's just Yamamoto and Roki.
Yeah, you got this guy Justin Robleski. Haven't heard of him.
I've heard of him, but like nothing. There's not really much to him from what I mean, unless he's a standout in the minor system. But
Ben Casparius, I've heard of him, but don't know much about him.
I've heard him
Jack
too.
Dreyer and Luis Garcia.
Jack Dreyer is one of those like surprise moves that the Dodgers did. They wrote a piece on him, like, "Hey, look, you're going to get to go you get to go with it." It's really another. No, it wasn't him. I'm sorry, I stand correct. It was someone else.
Okay.
I'm thinking of
Well,
another name.
really quick here. I want to give my explanation of why A- for Jed, and then
Yes.
we have a special guest that will be joining us. So it's 100% what Kyle DeVille said, which is there was way too many restraints put on Jed this offseason. Jed was told, we can only guess, cut payroll, and make the team better. And that's what he did. He did exactly that. Don't talk. I'm talking. I listen to you. I listen to you. Now you got to listen to me. Now, Sam Olber had a really good point the other day on Locked On. He said, listen, if you just remove Isak Paredes and Cody Bellinger, which combined for about 33 million, adding Kyle Tucker for 17 million, there's the 15 to 16 million difference right now. So it really is just two players. But those two players combined did not even touch Kyle Tucker in terms of combined production. And Kyle Tucker only played for half a season. He played for half a season. So the fact that you got this guy that with a full season, call it 35 plus home runs, which Cody Bellinger plus Isak Paredes is not going to touch in a Cubs uniform, and you save $16 million. And the only place I agree with you that he came up short was the starting pitching. He improved the depth on the bench. It took a long time. We were nervous about that. He improved the depth on the bench. He improved the depth in the bullpen. That's the biggest thing to me. I mean, like, they were obsessed with depth this offseason, and it might not be the sexiest moves, but if you can just get one guy out of that entire depth to hit, I've said it before. What if there is a Jake Arrieta amongst that group? Probably not. I don't know that we'll ever see a Jake Arrieta situation again, but if you can get one guy out of that group to be a Julian Merriweather from 2023 in the bullpen, that's huge. That's huge. And it didn't cost you a bunch of money. Now, the places that he fell short, and the reason he's not getting an A or an A plus, he got into the Tanner Scott negotiations way too late. That was why the Cubs didn't get him. It wasn't the money. It was that he wasn't even on the table. From my understanding, he wasn't even on the table until the 24th hour or the 11th hour, whatever you want to call it there. And so Tanner Scott pretty much had already been like, yeah, I'm going to LA. Cubs come with an offer. It's about the same. I already had kind of pictured the sunshine and the beach over there, even though I got a good relationship with Tyler Zombro. So I think that was a huge mistake, but I think that might have probably been Jed trying to convince Tom, like, hey, he's worth the money. We got to give him an offer. And then Tom eventually saying, okay, you can do it. I think Tom is the bigger issue on that. Then the second one, yes, as you mentioned, starting pitching. But you know what? Sometimes the deals that you don't make are the best deals. And if it would have cost a bunch of prospects to get Luzardo, if it would have, and I know the Phillies ended up getting him for not very high prospects, but if he's going to be injured, what's the point? He doesn't get Pablo Lopez. Twins are asking for a lot. Doesn't get Dylan Cease. You know the Padres are asking for a lot. We would have found a way to complain about those deals had they actually happened. So for that reason, if they get Sandy Alcantara at the trade deadline and it costs a bunch of prospects, but it takes them from, up a couple games, man, Shota with the walks today. I don't like it. I'm going to look this up too while you're responding. And see what his walk total is, what his highest walk total was in 2024. That's why I'm giving him an A-. Comes up a little bit short on starting pitching, comes up a little bit short in that Tanner Scott situation. Outside of that, it was a win for the offseason.
I wonder if these walks by I got you. While you're looking that up, I wonder if these I see. This is like the you and I have talked about this before. I think this is the issue with busting Japan this early into the spring training, because you just again, I agree with Charles W. there. Like, the ump is all over the plate, man. He is, not pinching here, then he pinches there, but like, you almost wonder, like, hey, man, he's still got a couple things he was tweaking, still working on pitches. Like, I remember hearing that growing up, where guys were like, hey, I'm throwing nothing but fastballs this game. I'm going to really be curveball heavy this game, really get a feel for my pitch and be ready. You just wonder if this is like, maybe it's out of character for him because man, like you're just. And the big dog says, maybe it's just he's too amped. It's possible. There's what factors. 70. What is that? Did you see that?
That was a curveball.
It just didn't break.
Yeah, it didn't break. Yeah,
Oh my
got under
gosh,
it.
70.
He only walked 3 batters twice in a game last year.
And he's only in the 4th inning.
Yeah,
we're not even through 12 outs yet. That's
I
like
think,
for
I think
me.
this is his last inning.
I think you're
3
right.
walks. He hasn't given up a hit.
That's true. Thanks for saying that. Appreciate that.
You heard? I thought I said it.
No, yeah, no, yeah, nice effort. So I'm gonna push back a little bit. Like, yeah, I get Tom. I agree with you. Tom was probably pinching the penny. We don't 100% know that he said we need to cut back. We don't know that unless I've heard it and I missed it and it's not been talked about. We are all making that assumption that Tom said we're cutting back. But you made this comment. He went to Tom and was like, "Hey, Tanner's worth the money. Will you let me go over?" He had the same thing with Alex Bregman. They were willing to push the envelope with Alex Bregman and spend 27, whatever. What was it? 2 years, 3 years at 115, 112. So they were willing to push 30 something $million for Alex Bregman.
Yeah, which I think would have been a mistake.
And I say that on this hindsight's 2020. I would say the same thing, knowing that's the money, but thank you. Good night,
Yeah, I was
dude.
gonna say about to walk his 4th batter.
He might get pulled before that. But I just the issue is like, okay, so we could have spent on Tanner. We could have spent on Bregman. Like,
call it.
Dang it, man. He's like, I should get a home field advantage, please. So I just say I'll give him more grace too, and just say like there wasn't a ton of extra options because I don't know that I liked who's the guy that just signed the last pitcher to sign the big name pitcher.
Scherzer?
No. The guy that really held out for a long time. Gosh,
I'm looking it up.
I'm trying to think of the last big name pitcher that came off the board.
Any idea where he went?
No, actually, I don't.
You're talking about a starting pitcher.
Yeah, he's a starting pitcher. Had an injury had injury issues in the past. Was traded last year. Was he traded from the White Sox and went to the Dodgers? I don't know why I cannot think of him now.
Jose
crazy.
Quintana signed March 5th.
No, it wasn't him.
Nick
There's a guy who held out.
Signed February 17th.
He played for Detroit. Got traded from Detroit to LA.
Oh, Flaherty.
Jack Flaherty.
Yeah,
that's it.
That was February 7th. So just before spring training started.
But like I didn't like his deal either.
Yeah, he did. He swung. No. Well, it looked good. It looked good in the beginning, and then you saw that year 1 was 30, and you're like, no. Because I think it was 2 years 40. Year 1 was 30 with a team opt out for 10 year.
Oh, he got under it. Did he get under? I think he got under it.
Whew.
Come on, PCA, got him out. Shoot. Yeah, I think he got under it.
Kike thought he got that.
Kike thought he got it though.
Oh,
man.
102
off the bat. Whew, he just got under it.
Don't like that.
Yeah, get the bullpen going.
I think Craig's coming out. Oh, okay.
He's got the bullpen going. He's not ready. He said he's not ready. Yeah, he's not ready.
This is definitely his last batter, though.
Yeah, this is it. Like, I'll give this to Jed. Like, if it was like the old, 7-point scale, 93 to 100 is an A minus, 93 is an A minus, and 92 is a B plus. He's going to get like that 92.5 for me. How about that? Like,
oh, so I convinced you.
Yeah, like I'm thinking through it a little bit more, and I'm going, okay, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of good options out there. I don't know that I would have dropped the money for Max Fried like that. Corbin Burns, I got under it. We're good. Get out of the inning. I like that. Call him off, Ian. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Good job, Shota. 4 innings.
Okay. All right. Now it is time.
Dun, dun, dun.
He is bold. He is beautiful. He is one of the Setup Man crew members. He is Mr. Alex J. Brault.
What is
Let's
up,
go,
boys?
bro.
Happening?
What's up, my guy?
Oh, in the words of the great American poet Steve Goodman, baseball season's underway.
Amen.
Oh. Although I will say you guys are like a pitch ahead of me and I'm live on my thing. So I hear, oh, and I like panic. It's 11 by me. It's way too early for me to be having adrenaline pumping and going, oh God, no.
Oh man.
How early did you wake up this morning?
Well, I milked it, so I was up at 4:50, and then immediately came down to my brand new built cub cave, which, by the way, it looks a little green screeny. I didn't realize that.
No, it looks great, dude.
So it's not a green screen. That's
No,
real.
This is well, not real fake ivy, but
You should have sold me on real, bro.
Well,
you've watered it every day.
People, those real sickos would know these aren't the real leaves. This is fake plastic stuff. So,
dude, that's gorgeous though.
That's sick. That's sick though, bro. I love it.
I need to you know what I need to do? I need to show you guys our nursery for our upcoming baby. My wife went Wrigley theme. It's amazing. Amazing. I was gonna wait to do a video about this, but I'll show you as soon as I find it. Would you believe I woke up before my alarm, 2:15 a.m.?
Yeah.
Me too.
Props to you, Kyle, because like I'm complaining about 5 a.m. 2:30. That's insane.
I did it. I did it, and I'm not tired. I'm pumped. I'm nervous. I'm all the things, all the feels. All right, Matt Shaw, second at bat here.
Gotta imagine Yamamoto is probably done too. If we get him to get a little bit longer inning, he's at 50-something pitches.
53.
Good pitch. Good eye. Good eye.
Liked Shaw's first at bat.
He looks comfortable, man. That was the one thing, even the exhibitions over in Tokyo was like, oh, he doesn't look like the lights are too bright.
I need to find this video. It's going to kill me if I can't show you guys this.
We're about a pitch ahead for a lot of people, except for Mars Tech, who says, like, I'm in Florida. I'm ahead. I've already seen all the stuff you guys done. Split fingers, disgusting. Nasty. I agree, Kyle. That nasty. Splitter is nasty, dude.
All right. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Share screen. Uh-oh. I'm freezing. Share screen. Here we go. And
this is the deepest I've ever seen one.
MLB White Sox to pitch ahead.
Oh,
I'm on MLB TV, guys.
Why was that? That's weird. Let's try that again. I might have to just upload it. Window. How about now? Nope.
You have to take your phone, Kyle, and you just have to put it up there and just.
Dang. It's not letting me do it. I got to convert this thing and everything. I'm working hard for you guys. All right. Go for it, John.
I was going to say, I wanted to do something really corny. I was actually going to bring my hat collection and like rock a different hat every inning and pop a different one. Then I told my wife last night, she's like, yeah, don't be dumb. Don't embarrass me. I was like, okay.
I mean, they change outfits at the Oscars every time someone wins an award.
That's true. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Shawn is hosting the Oscars of the Cubs.
I am rocking my brand new PCA shirt. Comes complete with the Motorola patch and all on the side.
How do you like it?
Advertisement.
Loving it, man. Loving it. We should contact Motorola. Hey, Motorola, see what we're doing here? I'm not advertising, I promise. I'm just showing off the jersey. I didn't endorse you at all. Sorry.
It's just your new last name. It's Mick Hendrickson. All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
After this pitch to Dansby. Here we go. The full count. And then you're going to
walk,
see.
Dansby. Give me a walk. Let's go.
Beautiful thing you guys have ever seen in your life.
Oh, dang it.
All right.
Splitter again.
It's still a work in progress, but it is looking good. Ignore the Dodgers. Yeah, there we go.
You even got the home run basket?
Dang it, right up the middle. Waited for him.
Amazing.
That's
really cool, dude.
She even got the 400 sign in there. There's a brick overlay or underlay, I guess, behind the ivy. Everything.
That's really cool, man.
That's slick.
Yeah.
Rich says your nursery looks great too.
I'm gonna tell Gracie you said that.
Kathy says, "How do we fall so far behind? I'm like 4 pitches ahead of us." I don't know. We haven't paused this. We haven't stopped.
I was perfectly in sync just when I turned it up, and then all of a sudden, you guys were ahead of me by a pitch.
So Kathy's saying she's ahead by like 4 pitches?
Yeah, she just said that less than a minute ago. How did you guys fall so far behind? I'm like 4. I haven't moved. Yeah, we can't
quit traveling in time. Wait for us.
Actually, what you should do is you just tell me so I can get on my app and like pick the over and under what the next pitch is.
Hey, we got Ben Brown coming in.
Oh. Do we? Let's go. Yeah. Are you got it on the game day? Is game day showing that for you?
Yeah, game day. Correct. Only reason I'm not sharing my screen for game day is they're always like a couple pitches ahead of the broadcast.
No, I'm with you on that. Like, yeah. I saw Alex and Arthur do it on the dugout, and I was like, man, it'd be better if you guys did like do what Alex and JD are doing. Just do like talk play by play. Like, it's just hard to keep up with. You get excited watching it, then you're like, oh, that just happened 10 seconds later.
Well, and the one thing that I realized while doing that too, so you see that, but then we had Dave, friend of the show, Dave, call in, and he's off of that as well. So he's off. So we got the screen, we got Dave, and then Arthur and I are behind like, wait, what's happening? Yeah.
Then you get that random buffer moment where you're like, oh, did my screen freeze? And then it's like, it goes like pitch, 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 pitch. It drops everything all at like one time. Like, whoa, what just happened? So, yeah.
Okay, so here's the question, guys. Do you think Ben Brown is coming in as a swingman right now, or just a first in the line of many relievers?
I'm willing. Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead. No, go, Alex. Go.
I was just going to say, I think swingman, because I believe late last week, Shahad of Sharma or Patrick Mooney, one of the two beat writers from The Athletic, posted that he's still in the 5th starter race. So I would imagine he's going to go at least 2 innings. But, I mean, this is the weirdest opening day ever. If they decide, okay, we just want to get him some work, then maybe he goes like one or two, maybe. But I would imagine he goes a couple here.
I think it's performance-based.
Yeah.
3 up, 3 down. We could probably see him. For another inning.
That's my only concern. Man. I know he just swung through that, but that's my only concern. 95. We were consistently seeing 97, 98 from Ben Brown last year. I think he's still got some strengthening up to do. Okay, 96.
I do too. Like, again, I know David Luther is a fan of the dugout on the Facebook group that we have. And by the way, if you're not a part of that Facebook group, man, I think we could probably drop you a link in the comments. You guys should join us and check us out there. Literally, it's a time where you guys can come on every week and like jump on the chat with us, or jump in and do what we're doing right now, like Alex just did, and come give your comments. And it's going to turn into a post-game show Sunday through Wednesday nights during the regular season. So after every game, we're going to jump on, have you guys jump on with us, tell us what you loved, what you hated, so on and so forth. We'd love to have you guys jump on that Facebook group and grow that thing with us, guys.
Quick correction: we will not be doing the post-game show in the Facebook group. We'll be doing that on the YouTube channel.
That's my fault, guys.
No, it's all good. But we will be having some fun conversations during the season in there too. But good time to actually talk about that as well. Alex, you want to plug it really quick?
Absolutely. So, I mean, Shawn just kind of basically gave you the pitch, but yeah, essentially it boils down. It's the idea is old school, old fashioned sports radio is what I was trying to say. It's too early, guys. I'm not sharp. But anyway, so yeah, you guys will have the opportunity to call in if whoever comes into the game in like the 8th, 9th and blows it, like heart attack Hector last year, you can call in and complain about it. If they walk it off, come celebrate with us. It's going to be a fun time. We've been doing this on Facebook now, just kind of experimenting and trying a couple different things, and it's been a blast. So if you watch the game, the only thing is, and I probably should mention this off the top, Sundays, we're going Sunday nights because obviously Sundays are for family. It's God's day. Like, y'all can have your Sundays. Join us at night. So we'll be doing those at about 6:30 Central Time every Sunday, and we'll recap the weekend series. But otherwise, Monday through Wednesday, we go live afterward.
I know you're a little bit behind us, but Brown just threw a nasty death ball.
God bless.
Yeah. Your death ball, man.
Woo! If it's called a death ball, it better be good. And that was awesome.
I brought all that up to say, though, David, good death. 2 death balls in a row, but he left it hanging. It's a scary pitch to leave hanging. But David jumped on there, and his prediction is that Ben Brown will be that guy. He'll be the 5th starter, and he's gonna carry it. And I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying the kid hadn't pitched a live game in over 6 months. He's gonna take some time to get ramping up. I'd rather him go to AAA and just really just get comfortable, really get into groove and go.
Don't like that
because
pitch selection or pitch location right there.
But I mean, if he gets that up to 98, though, like you said, Kyle, it's probably a better pitch. And
but like Shohei is a rare lefty. He likes a high fastball.
Yeah. Death ball.
Barrett. Oh,
he left it hanging.
Pitch. That's not the pitch.
Yeah, it's high. You can't do that. Good thing here it's not Mookie Betts. We could get a double play.
You got to bury that though. I mean, that's you get ahead 0-2. You get ahead 0-2 on Shohei like that, and then you lay a fastball down the middle, and then you hang a death ball. Like again, that's where going back to what you said, Shawn. I don't think he's had enough innings, not just from a strength standpoint, but also from like a hey, I got to get back into game shape. I think it's going to take him a little bit.
We need to really see if we can get him to roll over one before Shohei steals second. Come on, Hap. Oh, I dropped it. Get him at 2. Dang it.
Well, that's not ideal.
No. It's all right. I mean, it's sliced. I mean, kudos for Hap for stopping the ball, man. The ball could have went to the wall, and it could be a 2-run RBI triple with 1 out.
Just barely.
You know what's scary about this game is I told myself all day yesterday, they got to get 4 or 5, I think, to win one of these games. They got to get 4 or 5. Then Yamamoto looks great. I think they're going to struggle with Sasaki. I don't know how long Sasaki's going to go, but the Cubs, at least eye test-wise, I don't have any numbers to back it up, seem to struggle with guys they haven't seen before. And make it that it's Sasaki, like this potential generational guy. So I think if they get one, this would be the one to get. But, man, you got to have more than 1 run. But the other thing is, it's like, oh, we'll get to their pen. Their pen is amazing. So this is a really difficult series, which I'd be happy with a split. But, oof.
Oh, man, he left it hanging again. Come on.
He's not finishing.
Got him. Missed. Overthrew it. John Birdie, thank you.
Why are we even throwing that ball? Wasn't even going to be close. Eat it. This is the crap that just frustrates the heck out of you. You see Shota pitch his brains out, and then Ben comes in, and it's not there. And then you got the defense letting you down. I mean, it's just a combination of like this is the stuff that killed you last year.
Nico might make that play.
I mean, he's safe either way.
Yeah, he's got to eat that ball.
He's just got to eat that ball.
Because then he throws a Brett Favre back foot prayer. And yeah.
Now, my thing is, I've seen John Birdie do that 2 or 3 times in spring already too. So like to me, I feel like that's not surprising. I know it sounds bad. Like again, is it? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll leave it be.
Well, it's one play, but again, when this feels almost like a playoff game, because I mean, special circumstances, big stage. Yeah. The stakes feel amped up, even though it is just game 1 of 162.
Well, it's one play, but that one play, if the ball's eaten, it's still 1-1. Man on first and second, first and third.
Oh, for sure. So, definitely not disagreeing with you there.
Like it's a different situation right now. Ben Brown's nerves aren't as rattled, and he's going to come on, give me that. You know. I'm just saying this. So, anyways, it's all good. Just get the strikeout here. We got the heart of the order next.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it here. You got to keep it here.
Give me that death ball low. Let's go. Good pitch. Good pitch. Good hit. Dang it. He got it. He dug it. Kudos to Smith. Will there. He's a good hitter.
Guys, here's the shit. Like, it should have been first and second now with 2 outs. And
correct.
Well, actually, sorry, it would have been an RBI single, but it still would have been first and second.
It'd be 2-1.
2-1 game.
It'd be 2-1.
You can't make errors against the Dodgers. You can't do it. You got to play better. It's not acceptable. Like, Ben Brown is not pitching well, but when your defense lets you down like that against the freaking Dodgers, we got a big issue.
Right. Can't give them extra outs.
James, I like the trolling.
Y'all hear the news about Steele. What's the news about Steele?
What's the news about Steele there, Redneck?
I will say, I've been watching the comments. See? He says, I'm just kidding. There have been so many trolls in this chat. I guess I'm just not used to it. Oh, my gosh. There's another fella, Mr. Rafael Lopez. Oh, ground ball. And then it was like a strikeout or something.
Yeah. So, I think he was.
I don't think he was trolling. I think Rafael was predicting. Yeah.
Oh, well, then apologies to Mr. Lopez. Tip of the cap to you. But I thought this was legit. So I kept reading the comments like, son of a, God bless it.
Appreciate you, Redneck. Appreciate you keeping us on our toes
how many
there.
watch-alongs I do.
I agree with you, Redneck. We do need a strong start from Steele tomorrow. But as Kyle just said, though, here's the issue. Shota pitched his butt off. Steele could pitch his butt off. And if we end up doing this stuff like this, like, it really doesn't mean anything. Probably. He needs to get out of this. Let's go. He needs to finish this guy right now.
You think Yamamoto goes back out there?
No, I think he's done.
I'm curious. I think he was only at like.
Oh, come on. You're leaving that fastball really high.
Yamamoto's at 63 pitches. Kind of a tweener there.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's rolling good. I mean, well, they have the luxury of a really deep bullpen, so maybe not this early, but it wouldn't surprise me if he starts the inning.
Were you guys surprised by the Palencia going to AAA? Like, I'm not really, but I noticed that was one of the options. Like, he's available to pitch this game, but like, he's going to AAA.
You mean the taxi squad?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, taxi squad. But he's already been officially optioned to AAA, which means he won't be on the opening weekend, domestic opening day roster.
I'm not totally surprised by that. I think we all know the stuff is there.
Yeah.
But I don't know that he was that brilliant in spring where it's like, oh, this guy has to be on the roster. I mean, once in a while he shows flashes, but I don't even remember what sport. Some GM in a different sport said, well, flashes get you fired because you keep, oh, look at there. Look at there. Oh, it's there. And it just never comes to fruition. So I worry about that with Palencia. So,
I'm worried about this at bat. I think Max Muncy's about to hit a home run.
He's been seeing the ball well.
He's a good patient hitter, man. He's gonna get what he
on
wants.
him. He's so on him.
He's gonna get what he wants.
That or he's gonna walk.
The knuckle curve 3 times. Oh, okay. Lucky us.
I'm
wrong. Knuckle curve for the 4th time. Jeez, bro. Whew.
I did not like that.
All right. Well, that's done. All right. We got to do it on the other side now. Like, I mean,
I did not like that.
Shawn, I loved how you phrased that. Well, that's done. That's kind of
done. Like, what do you do now? Like, I mean, good night. Now you guys got to go do the same thing. Like,
yeah,
momentum's kind of shifted, you know. So if college basketball, look, you got your timeout right now. You got to go out there and you got to get the first AB. Got to get someone on base. First batter's got to get on somehow. You got to change. You got to shift the momentum back a little bit.
All right. This is the difference we're expecting of the 2025 Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
The difference of their lineup is now you got Kyle Tucker. Now you got other guys in less pressure-filled spots. This team should slug more. So 2 runs should not feel that large as it did last year. But the Dodgers bullpen, as Alex said.
Amaya, Birdie, and Happ coming up.
Yeah, not ideal for answering back, to be honest.
I am like, Amaya comes out and gets on base again. Like, I'm not going to be upset.
Yeah, 32 pitches from Ben Brown, says Rebecca. Yeah. That was not it.
Yeah, Redneck, I agree with you up there, too. He said earlier, just a few messages up, Ben needs to go to AAA. I was like, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Anthony Baez, Kyle, it's the first game.
Yeah, it is. It's the first game. That's exactly the point, Anthony.
Anthony, the issue is he's been up since 2:30 in the morning, his time,
2:15 in the morning.
to watch these guys.
I got a full bladder.
Now,
now we got to listen to Rob Manfred on Marquee. What the hell are we doing here?
Oh, you weren't kidding. I thought maybe you were watching the national broadcast.
That is Rob Manfred with Marquee.
Oh, man.
His face.
Oh, man, good snag there. Sheesh.
Hey, Brian's in the chat.
Dang it.
Poor Alex Cohen.
Kyle, you look stressful.
I am stressed. Don't like it.
I'm happy I'm talking to you guys instead of listening to this clown. I really
can't. Okay, let me get through. Oh my gosh.
He was in the right spot. You see that?
That was ridiculous.
Night, dude.
Okay, so
playing way left on the field, and he's in the perfect spot to get that.
Here's my issue, and I know Sam is doing a watch along right now, and he's probably going to be right there with me. It's not the 7th inning. They didn't give up a 1-run lead in the 7th inning, but it's still the bullpen. Like, it still is the bullpen. And if that's the way that we're starting our bullpen year off, is just very first inning out of the chute, giving up a 1-run lead, not only giving up a 1-run lead, but giving up 3 runs. If that's the crap that we got to go through again in April and May, that's going to sink you. Listen, there's no other team that should even touch 85 wins in the NL Central. So let's not forget about that. But you still have all these other teams that you got to battle against. And then once the playoffs come, if your bullpen is not set, you're out in 3 games. And that's the stuff, man. Like, it's I don't know. That also was why I was like, okay, Ben Brown, first one out of the chute, like hasn't pitched in a Major League Baseball game since June. You saw Julian Merriweather was coming out in a lot of the earlier spring training games. And then in that exhibition game, he's starting the game. I honestly thought Julian Merriweather, followed by a bunch of the bullpen guys, was going to be the play. I didn't think it was going to be Swingman on the first game.
I think I'm with you on that because I also am wondering, tinfoil hat theory, if they were expecting Shota to go deeper, because I don't think they were anticipating him walking 4 guys. But
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're expecting,
maybe.
Get 4. Well, I guess they did get 4. If we get 5-ish innings, then maybe they went pen and they were like, well, I'm a pitch behind you. I just saw that. Oh, okay, it's foul. All right. But I wonder if they were expecting something else from Shota. And Shota wasn't bad outside of the walks. I mean, you went 4 shutout.
Didn't give up a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yamamoto's out here in the 5th, and he just finished the 5th. So, so I guess that theory is there. I mean, it's the 4th inning, man. This is what you would have done in the normal game. You would have brought a potential swing guy. If he's looking good, you leave him out there for a couple innings, but you're just hoping to get 3 outs. So Mars Tech, you said it's not the bullpen, it's one guy who is a kid who hasn't fully pitched in a year. I agree with that, Mars. The issue is that was your first choice. That was your first go-to guy, was the kid who hadn't fully pitched in a year in the first game of the season in Tokyo, amped up, nerves, everything going on. Like, I just, I'd like to subscribe to Raphael's opinion that it was all Hoyer's fault because he was in the broadcast booth. But I mean, I agree, I would like to do that, but but again, at the end of the day, you did. It's the 5th inning, and the Dodgers had a hit. It's a little bit of pressure to put on a young buck who is he's a good kid. But again, as you said, he hadn't pitched in 6 months. So what were you doing?
Hadn't pitched in however many months that is. Hadn't pitched in a meaningful game even longer.
Since what, June?
And had not been hitting over 96 in spring training, meaning that his stuff is not all the way back yet. So that's the thing for me, is like, that's the kind of guy that you ease back into the season. You might think, just like Porter Hodge, you might think, okay, maybe it's just it's not, the adrenaline isn't pumping yet. You might think it's just, because real games haven't started yet, the type of ball in Arizona is drier, yada yada yada. You could assume all those things. I just think, Shawn, what you said, and we can play this whole and he's back out there. Now I really don't agree with this.
Oof.
Now I really don't agree with this. I mean,
okay.
Why bring so many pitchers, guys?
Oh,
hey, Derek
Lee's in the booth, guys.
Why bring so many pitchers if you're just going to send a guy out there that looked like crap in the first inning?
This makes me wonder if they had a game plan. This is what was happening, and
it's not spring training, though.
I agree with you. I'm just wondering if that's the plan, because I don't really understand how you can put Brown back out there after that last inning.
Jeffrey Vitek, who would you rather have out there? Well, let me just go down the list for you.
I mean, one of the
Julian Merriweather, Eli Morgan, Nate Pearson, right? We're not going to put in Ryan Presley. Caleb Thielbar. You got all these options. I'm not saying Caleb Thielbar I'd rather see out there, but yeah, I mean, maybe right now, based on how Ben Brown looked in his first inning, I don't think it takes an MLB manager to see that he doesn't have it.
I think I'm with Alex here. Maybe it's just a game plan. Like, again, they have certain pitch limits here, and Ben, if maybe it's 50 and he gets close, he's going to get that 50 mark. Someone's in the bullpen warming up. Let me go to the other side of this. He had a really crappy outing, right? Nothing we really wanted to happen. Maybe the process is, hey man, I was planning on pitching you out there for 2 innings or 50 pitches. Look, you gotta get past this inning. What do you do with it now? Maybe they're putting him back out. There's a confidence thing. I mean, he was going up against Shohei and all them. It's just, I'm trying to glass half full kind of perspective here. Hey, what are you going to do with it now? All right.
Yeah.
You're fighting for a position.
And that's fine. But like, we're playing Major League Baseball and we're playing on a huge stage. Like a game plan is supposed to have audibles if it doesn't go to plan. Yeah, if he goes out there and throws another 2 or 3 innings of shutout ball, then I'll shut up.
Well, even then, I would still have questions.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd still have questions.
And I don't know if this is the case. I hope they know these games count, and this isn't just like, hey, look, we're playing baseball in Japan.
These games count.
I mean, this just feels very very NFL first drive game script. We are doing this, 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 and this, and that is how it will go no matter what. Something feels off, and maybe that's just because we're loser. But
well, I mean, again, I'll shut up. He's looking good now. It's just, it just brings up questions.
Kyle DeVille said earlier, he's like, Ben Brown seemed to look more comfortable when he started games, and Kyle, my only comment to that would just be like, yeah, he has, but he also pitched very well in the bullpen from the relief side of things too. He was really good when he pitched last year.
Yeah.
He had a couple bad games, but overall he pitched really good, whether he was starting long man, swing man, or just coming in for an inning and cleaning up stuff. Like, he looked pretty good all the way around. So I don't know that it's, he's more comfortable as a starter versus like
the numbers are deceiving. The numbers are deceiving from the bullpen too. I'll bring it up.
If you're fighting for a position, doesn't matter. I was like, if you're fighting for a position on the opening day roster, does it really matter?
Make the play, Shaw. Oh, yikes.
Shoot. I think he thought that was happening a lot faster than he really wanted.
Oy.
Good glove.
That was rough.
You get rushed.
Well, even the synthetic turf doesn't help either, because now Bush probably should have just blocked it instead of picking it. But I mean,
I don't even know if he had the chance. That thing was pretty wild.
Well, and that's what I was getting back to with the AstroTurf, just because you saw that ball take off. Normally on the dirt, it kind of dies down or regular grass, but that bouncy.
So what were you saying, Kyle? What are the numbers? How are the numbers deceiving from the relief perspective?
Yeah, because if you take out 1 inning as a reliever, which was his second inning of his MLB debut when he gave up 6 runs in 1 inning. As a reliever, he goes from giving up, doing the math here, goes from giving up, if you just eliminate that 1 inning, his reliever stats last year, 16 1/3, 8 runs. It would have been 15 1/3, 2 runs. So you go from a 4.41 ERA to a 1.50 ERA as a reliever if you take out 1 inning. And I think it's realistic to take out that 1 inning because it was his major league debut. I don't even think he was expecting to go out there for the second inning. But to Kyle's point, as a starter, he had a 3.23 ERA in 39 innings. And now we're 3-0 against Andy Pages with Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei's on deck. Yep.
And he just
the fastball's high, dude. A fastball stayed high both innings.
Oof. Yeah, and
you got it. Oh wow, no, not making the change.
They're letting Brown go with. Oh boy.
This is probably Craig Counsell. This is probably Craig Counsell saying,
"Where's the audible?"
Right. It's 1. It's 1 out of 162. Whoa.
Anthony Baez, is Counsell thing still on spring training? Take him out now.
Still in spring training.
Seems like Brown can't pitch out of the stretch.
We're due for an Ohtani special moment, so I'm worried.
No. He already had his hit. He's done for the day.
Oh, you're right. That's how that works.
See, that's good. That's good.
He got ahead of him 0-2 the first at bat too, and then he left 2 pitches right in the meaty part of the zone.
2 high curveballs, yeah.
I don't want to watch.
No, you got to watch.
I know.
You got to watch.
Oy.
Knock him out. Let's go. Death ball. Down and away.
Was that a play-by-play or prediction?
Oh, yeah, get him. Let's go. I'll take that. It wasn't a swing, but I'll take it.
Absolutely needed it. Absolutely needed it.
It's not a swing, but I'll take it.
Sword.
It was not a swing.
I don't know about that.
Shawn, that was 100% a swing.
It was not a swing.
If you don't think that was a swing and Shohei Ohtani does, I'm going to go with Shohei Ohtani knowing that he swung at that pitch.
He didn't. He got told it was out.
That was a swing.
The umpire made the call. Oh, we got a fan from Korea.
Ooh. Go Cubs,
Let's
go. Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks for joining. Oh, man.
Alex, you got another half inning?
I got another half inning. You want to know something funny? So my grandma just texted me. She's watching from Florida. She goes, this game counts, right? She knows like darn near nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, no, grandma, yep, this one counts. It just looks that bad at the moment.
Yeah. Jeffrey makes a good point.
Yeah.
6 outs, 5 of those 6 outs are Ks.
I mean, yeah, let's give him some credit for sure. It's just when you make mistakes to the Dodgers, they're going to hit. And I think the issue started with the Ohtani at bat. Well, the issue started with the walk before Ohtani.
Yeah.
You can't. Why are you walking? He saw Andy Pajes twice, and he walked him twice. It's not.
Mars Tech said, yeah, well, Cancel probably just made the good choice and just say, hey, you got to believe in your guys. I'm not going to disagree with that. I just again, if it counts and it matters, like that was your first choice, you know. Defense didn't help either, but I mean, there's only what, Shaw and John Birdie. Yeah, John Birdie didn't help us either.
That Birdie play was a big one.
It's an extra run right now at this point. And maybe it's not, you know, things obviously play out differently. I mean, guy doesn't go to second. He stays at first. Maybe the ball is differently. It's a different hitting situation, you know.
And now you got to deal with the Dodgers bullpen. All right, how many games did the Dodgers win this year?
I think their over-under on DraftKings was like 105 or something insane.
Yeah, it's like 105 or 106. It's high. I'll take the under on that.
I would too, just for injury's sake. I mean, 105 is an insane number. Obviously, they can do it, but just the chances that everyone stays healthy. Now, granted, their rotation guys 5 through 10 could probably start for the Marlins and be fine, but yeah, injuries and stuff happens. I can't see 105 is insane.
Mars Tech says over 100. Redneck says 98.
I mean,
Matthew says 103.
I don't think I'd be surprised if the Dodgers win 110 to 115. They found.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Last year the first time in like 5 years that they didn't win 100 games.
Yeah.
They had that really weird April too, where they were not great in April. Like everyone was still trying to get their feet under them. It seemed like, because it took them a while, and then all of a sudden, once they took off, it was off to the races.
Ways World, yeah, it is 3-1. The game is not over. The issue is that we have a reputation with our hitting, with the hitters that we have, of not hitting in the clutch, and we're going against arguably and statistically one of the best bullpens in the game, even if it is game one in a Tokyo series. Game's not over, but man, the percentages right now, the odds, if you're looking at DraftKings, are probably, I'd probably bet somewhere around 180 to 210 that the Dodgers are winning. Let's go see.
I was going to say, Wisconsin betting laws are a little strange up here. So I can see my local sports book, and right now they are minus 600 according to My local.
Minus 600. Oh wow, I'm terrible at this.
Oh, it actually the live odds just changed to minus 700, so they are heavy favorites.
You were close, Shawn. Baseball Savant, 78.7% chance that the Dodgers win.
Oof.
Very close.
I mean,
listen, we want to be optimistic right now. We can choose to be optimistic. The problem, Ways World, is when you see the decisions that are made after Shota did what he did. It's just like, I don't know. I can't get behind. I can't get behind putting a guy out there. We've talked about it to death. Can't get behind a guy going out there in a one-run game right after Shota pitches his heart out, who hasn't seen a Major League Baseball mound in 6+ months and did not look all that great in spring training. That's the issue to me. But it's the first game. We need to stay optimistic.
Do we think there's some scarring among the fan base? Because this game feels awfully familiar. The offense has been very meh. The defense has been not great. And pitching, starter was awesome. Bullpen's been shaky, and granted, it's only been 2 innings, but this feels awfully familiar.
This is a great point, but you're beating yourself. The Dodgers are not beating us. The Cubs are beating themselves. This is the problem.
Absolutely.
Mars Tech says, I hope you understand you're playing one of the best teams ever constructed in history. Even if we're playing the Pirates right now, it's probably 3-3.
Yeah. And I realize this Cubs team ain't the 27 Yankees, but I think
I'll stop whining. Guys, I want the Cubs to win.
This ain't whining, man. We're just talking about the game. It hasn't looked great.
What fan means fanatic. That means emotionally wild. If I came on here, I was just like, the Dodgers can, it was a fine move by Craig. Come on, let's go. We're freaking Cubs fans.
And it's game one.
Jeff.
This one counts.
Sorry, Jeff. You can be the optimist. You can come into the room. I'll tell you what. I'll invite you into the room, Jeff. Tell me why we should be optimistic right now. I just put the StreamYard link in there. Alex,
I will give my spot.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, brother.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. And hopefully, maybe it was me because they were winning before I hopped on. So hopefully,
it probably is you. Probably is.
I'm holding it against you right now, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to hop off, and hopefully the fake rally turns into a real rally, and then I can call back in when they win.
We love you, brother.
Hey, I'm going to take the plus 520 for the Cubs to win. I'm going to take that.
Kyle, don't take it easy on Jeff. Really get after him.
Hey, listen, we're all Cubs fans here. We're all Cubs fans. We just Cub fan differently.
All right. We'll see you, fellas.
We'll see you, man. All right. The link is there. It is, what is it? Almost 7 a.m. Central Time. If you want to duke it out with me and Shawn, or if you want to whine with us, whichever way.
Ben Brown out there again, bro. Yeah, we are legging it out. Let's go.
So then that probably means that tomorrow with Justin Steele, they're unloading the bullpen.
Yeah, it's just
that must be the plan. Tomorrow. Because if I see Justin Steele and then Jordan Wicks for 4 innings after him, then I'm going to be like, all right, why do we bring?
Why do we bring all those guys? Kyle DeVille says that being a Cubs fan means emotionally damaged.
I'm very emotionally damaged. Listen, I don't know about you, Shawn. I'm pretty level-headed in most things in my life. In business, right? In relationships, in just the way that I attack each day. I have structure. I wake up. I know what my to-do list is. But God dang it, Shawn, the Cubs are the most emotionally heavy thing I carry in my life. And I know it's not healthy, but it's never going to change. Like, I've been like that since I was 10 years old. It's not going to change. So
yeah,
I actually told my wife before I ever started the setup, man, I said, I need to start a podcast just so that I can like air out the dirty laundry after a game and just like vent to people who know what I'm going through. Because being in California and being a Cubs fan, you're on an island, and you're in North Carolina. I mean, I got to imagine you feel like you're on an island too.
Nobody here. Nobody that understand. Well, I mean, yeah, because most of the people here grew up watching the Braves, and a lot of people here still live in the glory days of the '90s Braves, and they won recently too. So, 2 years ago now, 3 years ago now.
Jeff says, by the way, I'm gonna give Jeff some love. Listening at work, so I can't jump on. I love you, Kyle. Love you too, Jeff. Thank you.
Jeff, you keep ragging him, bro. Keep ragging him, Jeff. No, but like, I mean, I remember when I moved to my spot here in the mid to west part of North Carolina, and like, yeah, like, I mean, I grew up watching the Braves. Like, I mean, TBS was the broadcast station out here. The Braves were on every single day, much like WGN. And I mean, I knew guys like Glavine and Maddox and Smoltzy, and like I watched those guys, but like it wasn't until my dad was like, he'd watch it, but like what he would really get into the game till we watched the Cubs and on WGN, and that's when I really fell in love. It was like, oh, this is what my dad loves too. This is cool. But out here, it's Braves country, man. There's just nowhere else, nothing else happening except Braves baseball.
Well, when you think about it, even how close is Atlanta from you guys?
4 hours from where I live, 4 to 4.5.
When you think about it, it's pretty wild that there's not more nationwide Braves fans and there's a ton of nationwide Cubs fans, because WGN and TBS, right? That's what we had growing up. Those are the only two, plus your local broadcasts wherever you were locally that you could watch. So like it only made sense that I was either going to be a Giants fan, a Cubs fan, or a Braves fan, because those are the only three consistent games that I could watch on TV.
Oh, we'll take that. Missing that fastball high, bro. Good Lord.
Hey, we got some fun about to happen. Justin, I see you. I'm going to bring you in as soon as this pitch is done here.
Dang it.
This bat is done, I should say. Yes, guys, just so you know, the link is in the chat. If any of you want to join us, we got room for another, even if Justin is joining us here. Let me change the background. Dang.
Yeah, Charles. Charles, I agree with you, dude.
Too many walks, Justin.
Guys?
What's up, man?
What's up, big dog?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Man, trying to see if I can take this this DraftKings bet and make me a few bucks.
Justin, I'm just happy you still remember us now that you're big time. Got on the Locked On podcast.
Yeah, you're on Locked On.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Is that fun?
Another walk. I guess I'm behind you guys.
A little bit.
By a pitch or two.
We just went to commercial break.
Thanks for jumping on, man. What are you thinking so far?
That birdie throw, man, it's really the difference right now, I think. My opinion.
Yeah.
That I don't know. He should have just held on to that, man. That ground ball was hit kind of slow there from Hernandez, I think.
Yeah, that should have been in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Our listener from Korea says, which one's better, 92 wins with the World Series or 105 with the Division Series? 100% the World Series, buddy. Like, and I agree with that. Like, that's what we're hoping for.
That's assuming a lot, though. That's assuming a lot. I think 92 with a World Series will take any day of the week.
All day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Shota was a little too amped today.
Yeah.
All them 4 walks I think he had.
But, I mean, he was effective still.
Yeah, no hits, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to get used to that version of Shota, but, I mean, that was pretty – it still worked.
Yeah. He only had 28 last year. That's pretty amazing.
He literally just threw like 20% of the amount of walks that he had last year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Charles here in the comments says he's from South Carolina. There's very few baseball fans. Charles, I agree with that. Like, you guys are SEC country, dude. Like, y'all got the Gamecocks down there. Clemson doesn't even deserve to be in the ACC. They should be in a bigger conference, power conference now. Like, North Carolina, we love our ACC football, but nobody else does, and we actually understand secretly that our football programs aren't as good as anybody else. So we have a lot of baseball fans in our area here.
Yeah, where I live, I think I'm the only Cubs fan in my town.
You're SEC country too, Bo.
Yeah.
Where are you again, Justin?
Haleyville, Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rednecks from Georgia. Everyone's Braves fans except for a couple Marlins and Rays fans.
All
well,
right,
I just
Justin.
wanted to jump on here, man. I got to get to work, man. I'm about to leave here in like 2 minutes. All right. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you, brother. Thanks for jumping on.
All right.
Thanks for hopping on, boss.
Go Cubs. Let's get this W.
Yeah.
It ain't over.
That's right, baby. That's right.
All right.
I like
All right.
Justin, man.
Yeah, me too. If anyone else wants to jump in, I did put the link in the chat. I'll put it there again. We're going to do this for one more half inning, and then we're just going to bring you home on our own. Oh, Shawn.
I know, man. Mars is from Jacksonville, Florida. There are a lot more Braves fans than anything, and then of course the Yankees, Red Sox, and honestly, well, that and Mars. That's the thing. Like, Yankees fans, I get that. Red Sox fans, I get that too. Like, they're a nationally recognized team. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, obviously the Yankees are just the Yankees of old, and they've been around for forever. Red Sox are a very old team. I think they're the oldest team. Am I right on that? They're the oldest franchise in MLB. I think the Cubs are second.
I don't know.
But I mean, so it makes sense for those guys. I mean, we were on national TV a lot of times. And I could see Florida being covered with Braves fans just because you have the Rays and the Marlins. Marlins was a franchise added in 98? 98. So, I mean, not a very long history there.
Yeah. Cubbies need to score now. Yes, Anthony.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
We got Shaw coming up. We'd love to see a Shaw get a hit here or a walk, and then
I don't know much about this guy, but I am surprised to see him in the 7th inning.
He's got good stuff.
Yeah.
He's got pretty good
3 games last season, all multi-innings apparently. 8 1/3.
He pitched well in the World Series, dude.
I don't know why I missed that.
He looked good in the postseason. Really good in the play in the
Shaw
World
Redemption
Series.
Mosement says Mars Tech. Oh, Lincoln's jumping on. Let's go. Get in here, Lincoln. Family friend.
Go.
Oh,
He got under it. Dang it, man. Maybe cracked his back. Dodgers are sneaky good defense too, man.
I don't think there's anything sneaky about the Dodgers. I think everything is amazing about the Dodgers.
Well, I say that because, like, you know, the big thing with the Yankees last year is their defense was terrible, right? So they went and got guys that could help them out on the defensive side of things.
Yeah.
You know, Juan Soto was a big problem in the right field. I digress. He's worth $800 million bet.
All right, family friend and friend of the show, Lincoln Schmitz. Hi,
Hey,
Lincoln. What are you thinking, Lincoln?
Oh,
nice.
Let's go. The drip. Look at the drip.
I love it. We're having a tough time hearing you. Is your mic?
I'm excited for the start. I'm really excited.
I think take the cover off your phone. It sounds like your audio is being covered. We can't hear you.
It's like you're talking like this right here.
Taste off.
Too loud.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys.
Yeah. It sounds like you're. Oh boy, did Dansby just hit a home run?
Come on, push. Let's go. Get out. Oh, at the wall.
Well, Lincoln, it's good to see your face. We just can't hear you at all. We'll try again in a little bit here. While we're waiting for that, that now is a good time to ask that question. Which two Cubs have home runs in 3 different countries? That is our next trivia question. Which 2 Cubs have home runs in 3 different countries? I did mistakenly just give away the first one. So Dansby, but who has
womp womp?
Who is the second Cub that has a home run in 3 different countries? Go ahead and put your guess in the comments, and we will give you the answer here in the in-between innings. So close, says Jake Hazen.
Let's see.
You know, that's good to see, though, from Dansby. He hit the line drive up the middle, and then he hits a deep fly ball to right. Oh, PCA, that was right down the middle. He knows he missed that.
Could really use like a PCA on base and get me a steal.
So Redneck Outdoorsman says Hap. Jeff says Tucker. Kathy says Dansby. And Suzuki. Good eye. 99, man.
That's what I mean.
Like your 7th inning guy. It's crazy. All right.
Dude.
Come on, PCA. Find a way on. We need you on base. Nope.
Yeah.
When PCA is not on base, you know the game is not going all that well. You need him on base. You need him to be able to wreak havoc. All right. The answer to this question, then we'll try Lincoln one more time. The answer to this question is Kyle Tucker and Dansby Swanson. And this comes straight from Sarah Langs. And here it is. Dansby Swanson has a home run in Canada, U.S., and England. Kyle Tucker, Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. And Mitch Haniger, Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, Michael Brentley, and Tony Clark. How about that? Player Union rep, man. Tony Clark. All have home runs in 4 different countries. And Dansby came about 5 feet short of joining that. Still got another game to go. All right, we're going to try Lincoln one more time, and if not, we'll be happy that we got to see your face. How about now?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Let's
we took off the case. But
nice.
I'm really excited for the season this year. I have like 7 jerseys now.
Nice. What are the jerseys?
Yeah, it's because my dad keeps on buying them. But like our TV right now.
There you go.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, look at that! Look at that swagger on the TV, though.
He's got
the
man cave
marquee.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, and we have a whole bunch of bobbleheads and everywhere.
What jerseys do you have? Tell us what 7 jerseys you have.
My lord, I have a blue one, I have a white one, I have a black one, I have
Wait, no, I care about the names. Who's on the back? Or is it just your name?
Me.
Oh, okay, there you go.
On all of them. On all of them, except for like 2. My name isn't on the back. It's just a plain jersey. Except for 2. I really want. I have a signed Morel jersey in my room.
Do you really?
Yes, it's framed and signed.
It's actually out in the living room.
It's actually in the living room right now because I was cleaning.
Is your dad afraid to show his face? I want to see Dad's face. There he is. What's up, David?
What's up?
All right. What are we thinking about this game?
Upside down.
What are we thinking about this game, David and Lincoln?
Typical Cubs. Lincoln's trying to show off her jersey.
Wow, that's sweet. Where's the autograph? I don't see it. Oh, okay, right there.
Yeah.
There it is, right in the middle.
Nice. David, that man cave is looking pretty good, man.
Oh man, you should see all the pictures I'm about to put up on the wall. I got some new ones coming.
Quite the wife that allows you to do a man cave in the living room.
Well, we don't have a separate room to do it all, and she pretty much lets me do anything I want to. So,
hey, Shawn. Speaking of Braves country, they're actually in Atlanta.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
So, your wife said she didn't care, so you're going to be here for the All-Star game, right?
My wife says a lot of things without actually taking reality into the situation. That will be a 6-week-old baby. I am going to have to pass.
Start them off early.
What's going on with the game right now? Why are we paused?
Still got about a month.
Oh.
2.
Anyone have any idea what's going on? Is there a streaker? Oh, there's probably like a light or something near the batter's eye.
Here you go.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Thinking, what do you think about this game?
I don't know. I just woke up, but I think the Cubs are doing their usual thing.
Yes, that all you had to do was wake up in the 7th inning and see the Cubs are doing their usual thing.
The clock is down.
The pitch clock is out.
Oh.
The thing that shows the umpire the pitch clock, it's out. So he
I
can't.
have to go to school in 30 minutes.
Oh, geez.
Well, you better get ready. All right, Schmitz family, it's good seeing you guys.
Thanks for jumping
We're
on.
gonna say adios.
Good to see y'all. Good luck at school today.
Bye.
Do well.
Have fun. All right.
That's cool.
We
man.
are going to take this thing the rest of the way, guys. Let's
see here.
There we
Got
go.
Raphael saying, we traded for Tucker, okay, but we should have kept Bellinger.
Where are you going to play Bellinger though? There's no room.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, Cubs get Tucker. Chase and Ashland said Cubs get Tucker, lose Tauchman, Bellinger, Paredes, not good. Well, Paredes wasn't good for the Cubs.
Hold on, I want to see what they said about the umpire said.
Oh.
I just rewinded myself.
I didn't hear what he said. That changeup.
There's a laser pointer coming out of the stands.
Oh.
Turn your laser pointer off.
Wow.
Okay.
Got nothing.
All right, so let me see if I can catch up. About 2-1. Eli's pitching, and he just throws, catch, hit. Hit, and he drove it to right field.
Oh, then you're ahead of me.
Oh, I'll back it up a cinch. How about hit?
Yeah, that he just hit the foul ball right now.
Okay. So am I still just a little bit ahead?
Oh, I didn't hear where you're at.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'll tell you as soon as this 2-2 pitch is thrown.
Okay, I got Eli. He's rubbing the ball, fixing his hat, hand and glove.
We're the same spot.
Ball in the glove.
Spot. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Raphael. I agree. Maybe having Bellinger on the team. Oh gosh, it sucks on the left field line. Shoot. Raphael, the issue is again, where do you put Bellinger? Where do you put him? Where does he play? Again, say is in the outfield playing DH. There's not an outfield spot.
Yeah.
He doesn't play third base. He plays first base, but then you're moving Bush out, who had a really pretty decent year. Where does he play is the issue. Tauchman, yeah, that maybe that hurts. But again, say is your fourth outfielder now, if you need him to be.
I did think Tauchman was a surprise, but
yeah, me too. But again, you got guys that we need to pick up, and you got young guys who are ready to play too. Paredes was a 0.1 WAR for the Cubs last year when he played for the Cubs.
Looking good.
We haven't really had a third baseman since Chris Bryant, so. Catcher really stunk last year, which is why they let Yan Gomes go about halfway through the season. Say what we want. They, as Kyle said it earlier in the cast, they worked really hard to make sure we filled holes and really actually had a lot of extra depth. Should have traded Nico, Horner, Kathy says put Bush at second, Belly at first. See, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, Bush played a really good first base.
Wow.
I mean, maybe that's the case if you got something really good for Nico. But again, at the same time, like,
well, Jed has come out and said that Bush is the first baseman of the future.
Yeah. I mean, there's gold glove potential there and a close to 30 home run power, if not over. Like, there's potential there for him. He was the guy, guys, in 2023, Michael Bush, who was competing with Matt Mervis and Alexander Canario for home runs in AAA. So, I mean, Bush was up there in that. So he's got the power potential. He's obviously the better of the three at this current moment in their careers between Canario, Mervis, and Bush. Jason Ashland says, I'm just saying, not sure Cubs are better offense with Tucker in it and losing all the guys.
Okay, there's a play. That was
Birdie. Good job. All right, good job, Birdie. If we got Bregman, we'd be good. Well, I think, Chase, you have to look at this. Left field is the same. Center field, maybe we can't say PCA is better than Bellinger right now, but there's a really good chance that he's produces just as much as Bellinger does. There's a really good chance of that, especially after what we saw in the last quarter of the season last year, last third of the season. Right field, Tucker is a huge upgrade from both Seiya and Bellinger. Bush, I think, had the same WAR, if not maybe a little better than Bellinger last year. Nico at second base, we're not going to get an upgrade there. Dansby's at shortstop, there's not an upgrade there. It's the same. Third base, Matt Shaw. If Matt Shaw just does his projections, he is way better than any third base we've had the last 3 years. Catcher, we're automatically better right now because of Carson Kelly. If Carson Kelly does what he did last year, we're already better at the catcher position. So, I mean, you can say offensively we're not. I think we've upgraded better positions. Tucker had a 4 WAR in 81 games last year, and that was better than any Cubs player last year.
If you get what you said out of Matt Shaw, 2.5 WAR projection around there, and PCA and Miguel Amaya go, I don't think they're as good as their second half. I don't think they're as bad as their first half. If they are just consistent throughout the season, there's no such thing as real consistency. But if they're more consistent than they were last year, plus Matt Shaw does his thing, you're not going to feel like we're missing a bat. But those just 3 guys that you need to count on rather than just one. And that's the big difference, right? When you have one big bat, you have one guy, you're not banking on all these factors for three to four different guys. Whereas right now, that's what the Cubs need to do. They need to see three of those guys. I would put Dansby in there. I would put Happ in there. I would put Nico in there. 3 of those 6, call it, need to have good seasons.
And I think, Chase, that would answer your question or comment. You know, Cubs are just one more good bat short, I think. Bullpen is still soft, a bit soft. You might be right. We're going to have to see how the bullpen plays out. I do think Jed went and did his job and got more proven bullpen pieces. Like Ryan Brazier is a good proven piece. Presley, you know, I think there's a debate on how Presley can do. Who's the other guy we got? My goodness. I mean, Eli Morgan was really good for the Guardians last year. We expect good things from Merriweather. There's the other guy. Who's the other guy we got? Good pitch, Morgan.
Presley?
Presley. Who's the other one? Presley, Brazier, and one more.
Thielbar, Morgan. Those are the only ones.
All right. No, and nonetheless,
you got him.
But the one more good bat, I think wholeheartedly we're expecting maybe PCA or Amaya, or if we could just get Nico 2 years ago, Nico, where he was hitting in the clutch.
Yeah.
Like, I think that could be it. You know, Omar says, you know, Cubs need 4 or 5 superstar players. Like, that's a subjective term. You have to define superstar because nobody else is the Dodgers. The Dodgers have 4 or 5 superstars. There's not another team that has 4 or 5 superstars like that.
By the way, because Eli Morgan just pitched, I mean, I don't want to hype him up too much, but I think we have really underrated that Eli Morgan acquisition. 193 ERA and I think 38 innings last year, but that is a very uncomfortable at bat, whether you're a righty or a lefty. He just pumped 93 past Andy Pages. Earlier in that at bat, a 79 mile an hour changeup. That's a 14 mile an hour difference from fastball to changeup. That's wild. Add in the fact that he's also got a fairly good slider that he throws to righties at 87, 88. That's a really good pitch variation out of a bullpen guy. And by the way, dude's small. Like, he's smaller than me. I think he's like 5'6", 5'7". So that the pitch, that fastball, for that reason, probably along the same lines as Shota, because it's coming at you from a lower plane, is probably going to ride a little bit. So I think that's a very underrated acquisition, just because he doesn't have flashy stuff. He doesn't have 99, but he's got really good stuff. I look at him as a improved version of Mark Leiter Jr.
We got him for nothing too, by the way.
Well, don't ask the prospect huggers that, because they'll tell you the opposite. What is it? Rosario? Something Rosario?
Yeah.
Who has massive power apparently, but was a single A player.
Yeah, we said the same thing about Matt Mervis too.
Yeah. This guy's so nasty. Blake Trinan. No, thank you. That has to be the most uncomfortable at bat in baseball for a right-handed pitcher. Stuff is darting both ways.
Alfonso Rosario.
Alfonso. Thank you, Rich. Still worried about Justin Steele this year, and JMO cannot regress. I don't worry about Justin Steele. I mean, what's there to? We're worried because of why Chase
gets hurt
because of his spring. I mean, he's had a near 3 ERA each the last 3 years. I don't think there's any reason to use spring training as your gauge, unless there's a different reason. Got a split in Tokyo. Maya's just giving up, says Judy.
Chase and Ashton, I hear you. Last year did a number on you. Last year, like, you watched every game. I get it, man. Like, I think we got to put that in perspective. Like, think about how odd and how off that stretch was. After the first 3 or 4 weeks, we blew. What was that number? 20 something saves
before
26. Memorial Day.
Oh,
before Memorial Day.
Ooh, I don't think it was 20.
It was like 19 saves. It was just at that 20 mark. Yes. We blew 19 saves right before 18 or 19 before Memorial Day. And then we had Steele go down, Merriweather go down. Who got hurt? Someone got hurt early on too. Hitter wise. Oh, Birdie got hurt. Bring in Workman. Steele second.
Your boy.
That's my dude. Hey, look, called that second game of spring, making the team.
That feels like the first Cubs base runner in a very long time.
It is. It is since the 4th.
Since the 4th?
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
We've only had 3 hits. But, like, that's the thing. Like, we got to think about this. So, not only was our pitching god-awful for a 30, 45 game stretch after the opening series, our offense died. Yeah. So, it'd be one thing if the offense was meh, but we're closing out games. But no, we had both. Oh, we made it easily.
There we go. That's the thing this year.
Momentum.
It's speed while turning over the lineup. Like that's exciting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like
no, you're fine. It's good. It's good call.
Important. Like now, Cubs 2024. No speed unless you're talking about PCA, because it was 8-9. It was PCA then Amaya. But when PCA was on and it turned over the lineup, that was huge. Now you got a guy like Birdie batting ninth. You got to assume maybe Nico comes in and maybe PCA goes down to 9. I want to keep that speed in the number 9 hole. I think that's big. And then you're one pitch away from tying this game and Happ,
Come on.
Seiya, and Tucker. But this is also why I'd rather see Tucker batting second, Shawn.
Yes, I agree with you. It almost feels like Joe Madden-esque. Like we're going to put our slappy, speedy guy in the 9 hole and let him run. So, interesting. Did you notice come on, get out. Did you notice in both of the other Japanese games that the lineup has pretty much looked the same positionally batting order?
Yes. Yeah. Second base batting
So
9,
I wonder,
first base batting 4.
yeah. So I wonder,
Catcher batting 8.
you wonder if Nico does that. If that
Maybe.
Nico comes
I'd
back,
I'd like to see that. I think Nico would be a great
Right.
number 9 hitter if you're not going to give him a chance at the top of the lineup.
right? I think I agree with that. I saw that. I think I saw a tweet about it, and I was like, man, this is like the third game in a row. The positions have been the same bat order in the lineup, and I'm like, I think I could go with that.
Come on,
Come on, Hap. Put it in a gap, dude. Just give me a gap.
God.
Shoot. So, Seiya Suzuki's up. It'd be a good time for a home run.
Big moment for him.
Leaves me to a question. I got a question. Trivia question.
Can I answer the Nico thing really quick?
Oh, yeah. Please.
Best production from an OPS standpoint with the most sample size is batting 7th. He's a 129 OPS plus hitter, batting 7th in 63 career games. Basically league average at 97 OPS plus, batting 1st. And not good batting 9th, by the way. His worst position, 68 OPS plus in 50 games. So batting 7 seems to be his sweet spot.
You and Alex Cohen literally just said OPS plus at the same time. That was kind of
Did we
weird.
really?
I heard it. And I was like, oh, man, is there an echo? Oh, it's no, him and Alex. Yeah, see, I think taking him down there, I mean, I think he's an above average hitter, and you put him at the bottom of a lineup, man, it's gonna help. Like, because there's those games where the stars struggle and you need the bottom of your lineup to do the work. Nico can be that guy on a consistent basis. Get out. Shoot.
Okay, I got a bone to pick with Marquis. Whoever is running in the truck, like this spring training too, has been really trigger shy. That line out we didn't see for literally 2 to 3 seconds.
Until it was out.
We didn't even see what happened. Yeah.
Nope.
Gotta be on it, Marquis. Let's go.
Shoot, man.
Sorry, now I'm just looking for things to complain about. If the Cubs were up, I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, no big deal. No, but I agree though. Like, I want to see what happened. Like, who caught it? Oh, it was third base? Was it shortstop? Like, man, be nice.
Yeah.
Say Suzuki's 321 average.
I would have thought the splits would have been in favor of Nico batting 9th. I mean, it's still a semi-small sample size, but 50 games batting 9th, and he's slash line 239, 296, 308. Not good.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So do you buy into the idea that the position they hit in really like adversely affects what they do, or
I think it has more to do with who's hitting around you than it is necessarily where in the lineup you are. And I mean, I never played Major League Baseball, but like I remember very specifically thriving at certain parts in the lineup because I knew that it fit the role that I was good at. Like I loved batting second because I was a right side of the field hitter. If you put me 5th, I would be like, whoa, like slug is not my thing. And it was almost like I kind of was a kid in a dark room, like trying to find where the light switch is, So I think a lot of it is personal of like, where do you like to hit? But also if Nico is hitting 7th and PCA is on a heater and they don't want to face PCA and Nico's going to get more pitches to hit, then yeah, he's probably going to like batting 7th. But if Amaya's batting or PCA is struggling in the 8th spot and they know they can throw whatever they want to Nico because PCA is not that dangerous right now, then he's probably not going to like batting 7th. So I think it's a little bit more about who's batting around you.
I would be curious to look up Amaya and his batting last year. I wonder didn't he bat a lot in the 9 hole towards the end of the year, but he started really raking in that hole?
I think he was in the 9 hole most of the season. But I'll look for you.
Just wonder if he started raking. I think he started raking really good when he's in the 9 hole too.
In 2024, Miguel Amaya, 87 games out of, I believe, 117. He was batting 9th.
Okay, so then he was really bad for a lot of it.
Yeah.
He just figured it out.
Flash line in the 9 hole, 239, 289, only 363 slug, OPS 651. But again, he just had a miserable first half.
Terrible.
So that's all factored in there. Batting 8th
was
his better position, but he had a 4th of the games basically.
Got you.
24 games batting 8th. Slash line was 242, 316, 394 for an OPS of 710.
I mean, well, to me, I guess for me, I feel like that's interchangeable. No way. That dude is such a good hitter. Oh my gosh, dude.
How do you hit that pitch, dude?
Golly,
that was a great
dude.
That was a really good pitch.
There's not many guys that can do that in the league.
I mean, I'll look at the replay. And hit it 107.8 miles an hour off balance.
He just got out on the sweet part of the bat. That just helps.
They're so good, man. The Dodgers are so good.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if they don't win the World Series, you guys literally just blew it. Like you have no excuse. There's no excuses. Like, even if you're hurt, like I said this the other night on the dugout with Alex a week and a half ago, I was like, there was a funny joke about they split up all the starters that they potentially could have been on the opening day rotation, and there was 2 potential all-stars on their B team rotation.
Yeah, I heard.
And I was like, dude, this is crazy.
Who was it? Gonsolin and May?
Yes. Because Miller was still a part of that before he got rocketed in the head. And Dustin May will start as their 5th starter this year. For the opening
has
day.
he been named the 5th starter?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He's been so injury plagued, man.
Uh-huh.
That guy
this is a make or break year for him.
Dirty stuff.
I was secretly hoping we would have traded. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I could cash out my DraftKings bet.
I don't think so. You're getting break.
9th inning, down 3. Yeah.
Basically 110 mile an hour.
Golly, dude.
So I know you said that Brazier is proven, but one of the things that worries me about him is he kind of had the Yency Almonte thing, where it was like one really good year followed by one really bad year. It wasn't until these last 2 years that he put together 2 solid seasons in a row. Let me just.
That's got to count. That's got to count for something, right?
I would hope so. ERA.
Like if he's volatile.
What's up?
I was like, if he's volatile, but then he gives you 2 consistent years, so
here's
got to be something.
ERA in order since 2018.
Okay.
160, followed by 485, followed by 396, followed by 150. 150. Only 13 games that year. That was in 21.
Oh, okay.
In 22, 578. In 23, with the Red Sox to start the season, 729, comes over to the Dodgers and puts up a .70 ERA in the last 39 games. And then, so basically ended the season with a 3.02 ERA, but was miserable with the Red Sox and then amazing with the Dodgers. And then he was good last year at a 3.54 ERA in 29 games. So, I mean, it's just like he has never put together back-to-back phenomenal seasons.
Okay.
He's put together back-to-back good seasons these last 2 years, but you could even argue that because of how bad he was with the Red Sox.
The first half, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a little like, all right.
Concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got it in him. And the wild card to me, there's a lot of wild cards in the bullpen, but the wild card to me is Porter Hodge. If Ryan Presley struggles and Porter Hodge is not looking good, because he has not looked good so far in spring training. He's been 92, 93, touching 95 every once in a while, where he was consistently 96 last year. If Ryan Presley struggles and then you can't rely on Porter Hodge.
Yeah. It's going to be Merriweather I was meant to be up.
Luckily, though, this year, you've got guys like Nate Pearson, Julian Merriweather. You've got more depth pieces with closer kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's at least that.
I think that's the difference from last year to this year is like after Merriweather went down and Neris blew up and then Alzolay also. Again, you think about that's 3 closers, 3 guys who could close games. Like who's coming in and doing that?
Yeah, and I was high on Luke Little last year. I thought he was going to come in and maybe start getting some games to close, but he had a little bit of struggles in the injury. Dang.
Oh, come on. Man, maybe it's just honestly, dude. Like, I know nobody's gonna like this, man. You just gotta give flowers to the Dodgers then, because they find a way to get guys who are scrubbed and like flip them and turn around and like they produce, and then you flip them and then they hopefully I hope that this doesn't happen, but they fall apart.
Yeah.
Like I mean, again, Almonte. Again he got hurt too. Again, that's another one. Four guys that got hurt last year.
Yeah.
Neris didn't get hurt. He was just terrible.
He was miserable.
Never mind. He was just terrible. 3 guys that got hurt, and another other one was terrible. Good Lord, man.
Well,
keep thinking about that.
Ben Brown as well, and then Cade Horton, who never pitched in the majors last year. But you almost expected him to come in and be a dude in the bullpen.
Got hurt.
I gotta have a little bit of fun with Tracy here. Says so boring to watch a team that is outrageously better than the rest because they bought it. Excitement if World Series winner is predetermined, imbalance of riches is bad for baseball and life. It's a hot topic this entire offseason. The reason I'm highlighting this is because Tracy, it's good to see I'm not the only one being pessimistic. I was getting some heat earlier on from people.
Question. So I got a question to counter you and Tracy. Tracy's for you too. If the shoe were on the other foot and the Cubs were the one who went and got Tanner Scott and went and bought another starting pitcher, went over the luxury tax, and had it, would we be saying the same thing?
Well, I think the easy answer to that is no. But, I mean, you don't see any Dodgers saying that. Every Dodger is rubbing it in the rest of the MLB's face. But, I mean, there is an imbalance. To me, though, the imbalance is not a salary cap. It is a salary floor.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love how Monfort, who, by the way, is a joke. I love how Monfort of the Rockies is, complaining about the Dodgers. And it's like, dude, you don't spend money. And then when you do, you give it to Chris Bryant, who had how many injuries leading up to that long-term contract? You don't spend money. You don't know how to spend money. And when you do, you don't spend it wisely. It's like you're part of the problem, not the Dodgers. The Rockies, the Pirates, the A's, the Brewers, the Cardinals, the White Sox, the list goes on and on and on. There's at least 10 teams, the Marlins, the Rays. There's so many teams that don't spend money and they get away with it. And that's a bigger problem.
Well, Miami's in danger of this too, right? They have a chance to lose all of their what's the money called? The money that they get from all the small market teams get some kind of money pool from the teams that overspend in the luxury tax. It's divided up for all those teams who are considered small market. And if Miami doesn't reach a certain limit, they're going to forfeit their money that they were destined to get.
Okay. That stuff. I'm going to just defer to you on that.
There's something on there. I have to get the details, but there is a floor somewhat for them to get that bonus money. Because I think like MLB had like a TV deal and everybody got like an extra like $50 million 3 or 4 years ago because of the MLB TV deal that happened.
Right.
And every team was given a sum of money. But minor league team, or not minor league, sorry, small market clubs get bonus money based on what bigger teams spend over the tax.
Yeah.
Anyways, Miami's in danger.
Couple things here. First of all, this is funny. Chase and Ashland. Brewers are already in first place. I'm not looking at my Twitter today. Good.
That's so great. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Hey, competitive advantage Cubs because Tanner Scott is coming in the 9th. Rafael Lopez says we're about to witness Scott's first save. Tyler Zombro knows everything there is to know about Tanner Scott, which is also why I don't know why he didn't pick the Cubs. But maybe we can get a few competitive advantages for the Cubs because of Tyler Zombro.
Man, you think about this too. We're not seeing Mookie. We're not seeing Freddie. Like, man.
Well, I don't think holding this offense was the issue this game. It was errors. It was
2 errors.
One weird decision with the bullpen. One error from the Cubs, and then we've just been completely silenced offensively.
Well, yeah, I think
Yamamoto was good. That splitter was on. You have to give him that.
Yeah, no, he was good. There's no doubt about it. I mean, their pitching staff is good in general.
Sasaki.
We do it. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I said Sasaki versus Steele tomorrow. It's not going to be any easier, you don't think?
No, but you hope now, right? You hope tomorrow, man, maybe we have the same situation where we steal a run or two from Roki, because it's first game, jitters, big league club, yada, yada, yada. And then we're not really going to see the best of the bullpen from the Dodgers. Like they've sent out Trinan. They're going to send out Tanner Scott. So there's this idea like maybe you have a higher percentage of pulling something out tomorrow, but you gotta put the bats together too.
Rick wants to fight. Let's fight, Rick. Shawn, I'm letting you read that before I respond.
I see it.
Yeah. So Rick, brother, this was a theory that the Cubs would do this. It was not they're going to do this. This is something, and you guys, what Rick is referring to, and I'll give him the credit as well. This was like a long shot, but it wasn't out of the question that the Cubs might not put Matt Shaw on the 40-man roster and might not put him in the 26-man because it took so freaking long for them to do it. The thought was, well, maybe they give him another 15 games down in AAA and bring him and just put him on the taxi squad. So, but you cannot look me in the eye right now, Rick, right here. Look me in the eyes and tell me that would have surprised you if that actually happened. That wouldn't have surprised me. I think it was an actual decision. Craig Counsell actually said, we don't know if we're taking Matt Shaw or Kevin Alcantara to Japan. This was a 55-45 decision to even bring him. And so once you bring him, again, it's just like it would not have surprised me. And Shawn, you're the one who planted the seed. So let's talk about it.
I mean, again, it's not something I'm proud of, but like because of the skepticism and the vagueness that came from like the front office and from Craig Counsell about Matt Shaw's status. Oh, he has an oblique strain.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not good. Oh, but he's out here taking practice. You talked to him personally, Kyle, and you're like, yeah, I could play. If I could play, I'd play. But they said no. And you're like, oh, what's going on there? So like in my mind, I'm going, We haven't really seen him play a whole lot. He finally got just a couple, 4 or 5 games in before the Tokyo series. Like, I don't know that's nearly enough to really kind of get your bat head, this timing down. Maybe it is. I didn't play professional baseball, so I don't, in my mind, again, it's just one of those, like, I could see with the way things are flying, though, the decisions that have been made about injuries in the past, it would not have surprised me as much if the front office said, hey, you know what? Let's bring him. Let's get him acclimated with the guys because we're going to bring him up soon. He's going to be the guy. Okay, Tuck. Shoot.
Hey, that's good to see, though. Some solid contact lefty on lefty from Tucker.
So,
all right, let's just enjoy these last 2 outs.
Yeah.
With the dagger in it.
That's all it is, Rick. Just a theory. It was a long shot. I didn't want it to be true. Nice job, Markey.
Yeah. What was that replay?
Infield grass. Oh, man. Turner's in.
Well, Shawn, if I'm waking up early again tomorrow, I sure hope it's for a better reason.
Kyle, I've enjoyed
spending time with you this morning, brother. Well. What'd you say?
I said I've enjoyed spending my morning with you, brother.
Yes. Same.
It's good. Glad we could just chat and have some fun. And
we'll be doing it again tomorrow, guys. Join us, same time.
Yeah.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
I agree, Judy. What are these camera angles? What is going on right now? Outside. We'll take that.
That was a huge insurance run that the Dodgers got.
It was. It's a lot more work, bigger hill to climb. Although I will say, I'm going to be optimistic. It would be nice, poetically justified, if Tanner Scott struggles here, and we come back and either tie this or get the go ahead against Tanner Scott.
Yeah, stuff looks good right now, though.
Poetic justice.
When do you think Shohei takes the mound this year?
I'd say after probably June.
They don't have to rush him.
No, they don't. And I wouldn't. If you don't have to, why? Why would you? It's not enough. Not enough. This feels like a really big ball field.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely plays big.
Yes. I mean, watching all those games against those Japanese teams, mind you, I thought it was the ball a little bit. Less margin for error.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, you're like, I haven't really seen a ball. No ball has left the yard yet. There's been some hard hit ones here today. Not just by us.
Speaking of poetic justice, how about just a first major league hit for Matt Shaw?
Be kind of nice.
I'm telling you that it's that high fastball. He seems, especially high and in, because he's so closed off. I think he's gonna get a lot of guys attacking him there until he proves that he can hit it. Yeah. All right. There it is.
All right,
Open
boys.
Day. Well, Shawn, any takeaways, brother, that we haven't already talked about?
Yeah, to get this one out of the way, man. Better go ahead and take the first L now. Get it out of the way. Let's come back tomorrow. Let's split the series. It's kind of the hope. That was kind of the hope in my mind in general. We'll split the series. Come back home. Get you guys get going, and let's lock this in. Let's lock in.
The one thing I will say, Mars says this chat needs to take their meds. The one thing I will say is see you all tomorrow, Charles, for sure. We'll see you at the same time.
See you, Charles. Appreciate you.
Even if they go away 0-2 in this series, it is what it is. I really liked what Justin Turner told Sahadev Sharma the other day, which was this is the kind of bonding experience, and you can get all like whatever bonding, team bonding. Like when guys go out and they do all this stuff in Japan, they go and they have sushi together. They do all these different traditions. Like there's a different level of closeness that you get as a team where you can call guys out for stuff during the season. Hey, you aren't sprinting down the first baseline. You're down on yourself. You need more confidence, yada, yada. They can call themselves out on stuff like that during the season because they've gotten closer as a team to start the season. So even if you start the season 0-2 against a team that you kind of already assumed that you might at best win one game against, I think those underlying benefits of a trip like this are huge. So that's the silver lining I'm choosing to take, but I would really like to take that silver lining along with a win tomorrow. So join us tomorrow, another 5 a.m. Central start, if I'm correct, both at the same time again. Same two faces, and we would love to see you guys jump in with us tomorrow too. So thanks again, everyone, for joining, and I promise to be a little bit more optimistic for you tomorrow. Love you guys. Thanks, Shawn.
See you guys.